Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are live from the wonderful Anthony's Pizza in Stevens City, Virginia for the NFL Draft. Big thanks to our sponsors for making this all possible. PM Plus Reserves, Shenandoah Primitives, Dr. Dave, Leadership Corporation, Mark Francis with Icon Real Estate, Barrett Pest and Termite Services, Shenandoah Music, and Mark Lynch with Guild Mortgage. It's going to be a very exciting show. It all comes your way. The NFL Draft live from Anthony's Pizza. It all starts right now. Welcome once again to the Kirby on Sports podcast, live from Anthony's Pizza. It's the NFL Draft, and I'm getting word from my producer that we don't have any virtual guests. Unfortunately, we have live guests. We'll bring in number one, a very special person, a co-host and lead contributor. His first time here.
First time,
Daniel,
for the live draft. What's up, buddy?
how are you, buddy? Great to see you.
Doing well, man. Good to see you.
Dan Dembski. I mean, I haven't seen this man in forever.
It's been a while.
He had his nose reconstructed. How are you feeling?
It is reconstructed. I feel great. I feel great.
And the undisputed Kirby on Sports podcast, Pick'em champion, the Swiss Army knife, Carlos Martinez.
Let's go.
Yes.
We are in front of a live audience as well, so thank you to everybody who has come on.
That's enough out of you, because, ladies and gentlemen, the champ is here.
Yes, the champ is here. You almost broke my windscreen while doing it.
Hey,
So, first and foremost, this draft is, oh my gosh, look at that pink suit right there.
looks good.
It looks very good. But
Looks good.
first, some order of business. Come out to Anthony's Live. You're welcome to come out, say hello to us.
Yeah, please
If
do.
you mention the Kirby on Sports podcast, you get a large cheese pizza for only $7.99. So you can't beat that.
It's a good deal.
It's a great
It's
deal.
a great deal.
And their pizza
good
here is
pizza, too.
amazing.
Yeah.
Their pizza here is amazing. So do that. And also, if you're paying in cash, ask them how you can get an appetizer for free, because they have pretty dope appetizers as well. So a lot to get to here in the NFL Draft. It is a few moments away, getting stuff set up here in Kansas City.
Home of the Chiefs.
Yes, I knew we were going there, but
That was good. That was
first
in
and
sync.
foremost,
I
the
know.
secondary Chiefs fan you are, this setup,
Right in
it
front
looks
of Union
very big.
Station, right where we had the Super Bowl parade,
But it
where
looks
we
a lot
beat
bigger.
the Eagles.
Yes. No, but I'm just saying the stage and stuff looks a lot bigger than,
Yeah, it's
Other-
more,
if you get what I'm saying.
it's more open. Than
It's
usual.
more open.
Yeah.
It looks like more fans are out there interacting.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah.
a good thing.
Yeah,
it's a
for sure.
great thing too.
It helps grow the game too, because if you do the draft in only one place, you can
Well,
look at-
remember, they only did it in New York for years,
years,
and
yeah.
then they finally decided to move it around.
Mhm.
So moving it around has been
it's a good idea.
awesome.
It's a
Yeah.
good idea by the NFL.
Yeah,
I like that.
absolutely. But
And it's just coincidence that they picked Kansas City the same year that they win the Super Bowl.
yeah,
Yeah.
the only problem is that the NFL draft, they tend to drag it out very long.
Well, the big problem becomes when you have teams that know who they're going to pick, but they'd rather take the whole time.
Oh yeah, very
last
annoying.
year that happened a bunch.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
was like, really?
Yes, it did.
We know who's
and
going
we
number
only
one. We know
we
who's going
typically can only get through. I mean, this is supposed to be in prime time, so you'd think they try to crunch it down into
Right,
2 hours, but
right.
it doesn't always work.
It's a TV show. You know, you think they would try to, like, you know, maybe make it.
Well, they like to build up the suspense.
Oh yeah. So I don't know.
So yes, also a special offer from Bear Pest and Termite Services. Give them a call today. Mention the Kirby on Sports podcast, and you get 15% off any new service. It can't be combined with any existing offers, and it ends on 5/31. So we'll get to that thanks to Bear Pest and Termite Services. So enough with that. So next.
Enough with the pleasantries here, Kirby. Let's
yes.
talk some smack here, okay? Let's let Dan have his moment, actually.
Lamar Jackson has been signed. Dan Dembski, take the floor.
I didn't think it would happen. You know, we talked
We
a
needed
lot.
streamers.
Yeah, we do. Just
Yes.
toss the
Some
camera.
Confetti.
streamers out.
It's a
Throw 'em
celebration.
up and throw 'em.
Lamar is back.
He's back. Oh, and he's back for 5 years.
5
Man.
years. What was it? 185 guaranteed.
185 guaranteed, which is a lot lower than he was after, I think, from the start. But I'm extremely happy.
But nobody was going to pay him that.
No, and I think that's what he saw. I mean, you know, we saw what happened when he said, you know, he was probably not going to be a Raven next year, and we saw the reaction he got from other teams, which is, first of all, it's hard to do this without an agent, which he was trying to do. Very difficult. We see players do it, but not for that kind of money. So, no, I think the Ravens did everything perfectly. I think it was smart of them to not commit long term immediately. They wanted to. I think is that Carlos's food?
Yep.
Yes.
Let's go.
Right here. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you.
You're not
Thank
ruining
you.
it. You just made it better, I think.
So Carlos ordered some mozzarella sticks.
As per tradition.
Yes.
They are fantastic.
Yeah.
You can't miss it. But
It looks like they're starting some sort of draft introduction
Well,
ceremony.
they brought out all the players that are in the green room today.
oh, that's cool. Yeah. Anyway,
I don't think they did that last year.
They did.
did they? It's hard to keep up anymore. But no, I'm very happy. And you know, like Carlos said before we started,
Now their defense will suffer.
Hey, disagree.
Mr. Yuri, would love to have you out here. I would love to see you in person if possible.
the Ravens do a good job building their defense through the draft. They've always been able to build the defense through the draft pretty well. So I'm not concerned about their defense. I hope they can keep it up on offense. They can keep adding weapons, which is going to be key for them. But if this roster looks pretty good, especially considering they're always good at drafting for the most part. I think they're gonna go receiver in the first round. I think there's a lot of guys you could pick.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna be excited to see what they decide to do. But yeah, with Lamar Jackson back, you don't have to worry about taking a quarterback in the first round, which is something they talked about doing. I'm glad they don't have to do that because that's a whole nother stressful type of situation. So Ravens played it perfectly. Lamar came to the realization that he wasn't going to be able to get as much guaranteed money as he wanted, and I think it worked out for everyone. And I know Ravens fans everywhere are going to be hyped and excited that Lamar Jackson will remain a Baltimore Raven for 5 more years.
That's where he belonged.
Yeah.
He
Agreed.
He didn't fit in anywhere else. It didn't feel right him leaving Baltimore. He looks good in that purple jersey.
Looks good. Yeah.
We had the distinct honor and privilege to see him live this past season.
It was
awesome.
It was a lot of fun.
So I'm glad he's a Raven. I'm glad he stayed, And, yeah, congratulations, Dan.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know it was
Congratulations.
going to happen.
That happened while you were driving, too.
Yeah. Maybe that's the key. Just unplug from everything and get away. And
You
get
should have done it months ago.
Should have done it sooner.
Yeah.
Done it sooner.
As I'm sharing this live stream out to anybody and everybody, come on out to Anthony's. Come see us. We got hats for sale. Rep the Kirby on Sports podcast, the best brand in Stephen City.
Oh, yeah. It's a classic.
Yeah, it's
Staple.
a classic.
Staple.
That's it. It's a staple.
Let's talk here. let's talk. Obviously,
Let's talk about the fact that you still owe us 48 pancakes.
Yes, it had to come up.
Yeah.
It's now on the
Stop
record.
running.
What do you mean?
Stop running
I
from
ain't
us.
running.
You ran all last year.
When are we going?
That's up to you. You're the one who's always busy.
Yeah. I mean,
You just got to get that stomach ready for those pancakes.
Ooh.
yeah, I gotta
The
like
fasting must begin.
That's gonna be fun.
You
But
got it. You got to.
Is it? I feel like it's gonna be painful.
it might be painful too. Who knows? But
Depends on how much you love pancakes, I guess.
yeah.
I
So
love me a good pancake.
Yeah.
let's start.
Staple.
Let's start. Cowboys.
Mm.
Well, yeah, I haven't really heard much. Who do you think they're eyeing in the draft?
I mean, obviously, a lot of mock drafts have B. John Robinson going to us, but
I can see that.
us in the know, understand, especially after what happened with Ezekiel Elliott and comments that Jerry Jones has made very recently. Cowboys aren't going to take a running back in the first round.
Yeah.
This running back draft class is very deep that we don't have to draft a guy in the first round to get a good guy later. Like, there's going to be plenty of talented individuals later on, in the draft. And the other position that a lot of people are talking about is a tight end. There's a tight end from Notre Dame. His name escapes me at the moment, but he's highly rated, at least in the tight end position. Obviously, we didn't re-sign Dalton Schultz. We do have Jake Ferguson from last season, and a couple other guys.
You're talking about Michael Mayer, by the way.
That's Michael Mayer. That's his name. So it'll either be tight end. It might be cornerback to kind of shore, because obviously we did trade for Gilmore, but it's basically gonna be a 1-year rental. No idea if he's coming back. Oh,
It looks like we have a special guest coming in.
Here he comes.
Oh, here he
Look
comes.
at this.
Here he comes.
Oh,
Carlos, it's time to do your beat.
so you got lucky. I ordered the jersey as soon as the Super Bowl ended, and it hasn't showed up yet. It won't be here until May 12th. No. So I thought long and hard about this, and I decided that I'm going to exonerate you from this bet because of the way the Super Bowl ended. I totally understand that, like,
Pretty brutal.
that call was very soft, and it caused. I mean, that wasn't the only reason why you guys lost. Obviously, you guys didn't stop the Chiefs at all in the second half, but at the same time, that was a really, really soft call that personally I wouldn't have called. So, and also just it was an awesome game, an awesome performance by Jalen Hurts. He was a monster.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna let you go on this bet. That way you can keep your pride and integrity as an Eagles fan and not have to wear those colors. Double or nothing. Whoa.
Look at this.
Look at this.
Double or nothing.
Love that.
Double or nothing.
So I'll wear a Chiefs jersey if you guys have a better record than the Eagles.
Double,
I think it's fair.
No, if it's double or nothing, then we're up in it. So you would have to wear a Chiefs hat. No. Chiefs jersey, and you have to do the tomahawk chop at next year's draft show. We'll shake on it. All right.
So my question, and good to see you as always. Thank you for hosting. You're now my boss, which is crazy. It doesn't seem like it, but But my question, you sort of run the operation, run the show around here. Why did you schedule yourself on Super Bowl Sunday?
Well, sometimes you have to make sacrifices.
Because that's what leaders do. They lead.
I'm not gonna lie, I did cry at the Super Bowl, so
It's okay.
it was
I totally
upsetting.
understand.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, I didn't really have to be here, but I just wanted to be here just to make sure everybody's okay. Just as a leader, that's what you have to do.
There you go.
You know what I realized is Mike wasn't on this whole time.
Yes, his mic was not on.
Technical difficulties at the start here.
Oops.
Better to
So
get this out of
hopefully
the way
everybody understands what just happened.
So yeah, they placed a bet, double or nothing,
During the Super Bowl show.
during the Super Bowl.
So, okay, I'll just break it down. So during the Super Bowl show, me and Felice placed a bet because obviously his Eagles were playing and my Chiefs were playing. And we bet that whoever's team won, the other person would have to wear that team's jersey. Obviously, the Chiefs won, so he was supposed to wear a Chiefs jersey. The jersey didn't come in time. So and also I had already thought long and hard and was gonna exonerate him from the bet and let him just just keep his pride because obviously like I said, tic-tac call. But he has decided to up the bet and make it that whoever has the better record. Oh, they do play each other next season. So maybe we should do whoever wins that game instead of a record. Because they
That's
do
good.
play. Yeah.
You got the- you got the-
Whenever
you got
that
that.
game is scheduled, whoever wins that game, the rematch, and I believe it's at Arrowhead. It is at Arrowhead.
That's going to be an exciting rematch, I'd say.
I have a feeling like it might be the season opener as well. But whoever
I'll check.
wins the rematch has to wear the jersey. And if the Chiefs win, he then also has to do the tomahawk chop live at on air during the draft show next year. And if the Eagles win, I will sing "Fly Eagles Fly" while I wear the Eagles jersey. Just to keep it fair.
Can I just bring one thing to light here?
What's that?
The Eagles only had 2 losses to the Eagles and to the Commanders.
Here we go
baby.
again.
To the
You knew
Eagles
it-
and
you
to
knew
the
it had to come
Commanders.
up
So
with
the
something.
Eagles lost to the Eagles. They lost to the Cowboys, my other team.
So
So I beat him twice.
so everyone was
So
happy.
am I hearing a bet for you, Kirby?
No.
I think you
I
know
just
what?
had to bring that
I
up.
hear a bet because he
No.
loves to talk smack about the Taylor Heineke call.
Yeah,
So
Brandon Graham, baby.
He has low expectations,
No.
as he
But
should.
Taylor Heineke, he's a Falcon now. That is such a great, obviously not for Washington, because of the heart he poured
Okay.
into the Commanders.
I mean, come
But
on.
he-
He's an
no,
average
he-
quarterback. Though.
The NFL is a business, but I think the Falcons made the right move here.
I think so too. I think, especially with their number 8 overall pick, I think they're gonna go offense
Yeah.
again, and they're gonna have probably Bijan Robinson, which hurts my feelings because I would love the Eagles to get him, but I don't think you can pass up on that. Your offense is gonna be amazing with that.
Oh yeah.
so you think the Eagles are going to take Bijan?
I would love for the Eagles to, but I think Jalen Carter, if he's available,
If he's available, you have to take him.
have
And
to.
I don't know, Jalen Carter, like just the name sounds like an Eagle. Like
Yeah.
and when I think of him, I see him in an Eagles jersey. Like I don't see him in anybody else's jersey.
And that's the thing too. Like a lot of people would think offense just to protect Jalen Hurts, but honestly, I would go defense because you lost 2 good players, like Sue and Joseph leaving, and then you also have the guy that went to Jacksonville, our defensive tackle. He Javion Hargrave, I believe he went to Jacksonville, but for him leaving, you're gonna have a big hole right there. And I think Jordan Davis, yes, he's great and he's big, but you're gonna have to have somebody that can compare with him, which needs speed, and I don't think Fletcher Cox has that.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like what you said is perfect, but I feel like with the draft, usually, I can't say this about most teams who make it to the Super Bowl, but for like, what's a good way to put this? Not every team is the same, but usually I feel every team who makes it to the Super Bowl can play around a lot with the draft
Yeah.
to get
Oh, yeah.
different pieces to sort of make them better.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. And I mean,
Because you made it to the Super Bowl. I mean, obviously you lost, but still, you just
I didn't make the comment. That
No,
was
no,
him.
it's
That was
okay.
him. I didn't make the comment.
Oh,
you
yeah.
you just make that next step. Try to through the draft and free agency.
We have a big
sort of-
Eagles fan in the chat.
Yeah,
by the
no,
way.
it's David Smith. You know, he thinks that Brandon Graham didn't hit Taylor
you gotta do
Heineke.
it correctly. It goes EAGLES Eagles.
Go Birds.
Yeah, David, thank you very much for your support. David's pretty cool, but anyways, I think it just helps the team sort of
exactly.
retool because they have good weapons, but maybe a little bit more.
I honestly think, especially, I mean, Seth, who's probably going to come on here soon.
Oh, he's got a lot to answer for with that
Has
Carson
a
Wentz
lot
comment.
to
He's got a
answer
lot to answer for. He made me
He's
walk
hiding
off
back
set
in that
last
kitchen,
year.
yeah.
He's got a lot to answer
Yeah, I
for.
I think he's hiding.
So
Can't blame him.
he basically said, he's like, how does the Eagles have a number 10 overall pick? And I
Howie
understand-
Roseman.
Howie Roseman.
Howie
And that's the
Roseman.
thing about
One of
this
the
team.
best GMs. One of the best GMs in the game.
Yep.
And the great thing about it is it brought out Jalen Hurts' contract, which is, if you break it down, it's basically for his team. It's not for himself. And I know like Lamar Jackson's deal just broke news today. You see quarterbacks like that who aren't going to win championships like that. That brings out Tom Brady, who's going to, he never
Shots
had
fired.
anything. And I hate to say that. Baltimore is a great team, but
Shots fired, Dan.
with Lamar
I'll respond
Jackson's
accordingly.
with Lamar Jackson's contracts, it's going to be hard to get a playmaker. I mean, granted, you got Odell, but how long do you have Odell for?
How good is Odell's with
You're
his
not
knee?
wrong. You're not
Correct.
wrong about that.
I agree.
You make a good point, and that's why he goes back to the draft. That's why it's important to
This
build in
draft
the
has
draft.
to make it, especially
This is
for
a
the
deep
Eagles
draft.
too. Yeah,
It's a deep draft.
they
for sure.
have 2 draft picks. They could trade up, they could trade back.
Yep.
And it could build for the future or build right now. They can go all in. I mean, Kansas City
Really
got
good
lucky
deal.
last year, not going all in and still having all these.
It's because they got a guy named Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
That's
he
why. And they
makes
got a guy
everyone-
named Travis Kelsey
Everyone-
and Big Red Andy Reid, who you guys know very well.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Big Red.
So, shifting our focus for a moment, Anthony's Pizza. Tell us a little bit about any deals, specials you have going
Yeah,
on tonight.
so if-
Attract the customers to us.
So definitely, if you come by today or even call in, you can say mention the podcast, and you get $7.99 cheese pizzas all day long. It is for delivery, pickup, or dine-in. Definitely come by and check us out. I mean, it'd be awesome to support the locals and support the podcast for sure. We're trying to get real big in here, so
Well,
It's
local
a win-win.
business is one thing I really enjoy, and this place, it always seems to be hopping. You got a claw machine in there the other day.
Yeah.
I put $2 into it. It won twice, by the way.
yeah.
I won twice.
oh, it's not one of the rigged ones. Let's go.
Yeah,
It's a real one.
Yeah, but anyway, I did that, and I mean, I deliver here too. Which I mean, anytime I'm
amazing.
here, my spirits are always up, and it's like,
Well, that's
It's
what we
great.
strive for. We
It's
strive
great.
for a family environment, and I really believe like if you put in the work and you actually enjoy where you go, it doesn't feel like you're working at all. And that's one thing that having Kirby on our team right now for delivering and stuff, it's amazing because he brings that attitude where it's the positivity and hard work.
Don't boost his ego too much here,
No,
you
I
know.
But it's funny because like he says it every day. He's like, I feel like I don't work at all, and I'm like, dude, this is easy, especially if you love what you do.
That's it.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I can definitely say like I look forward to this every year because this
Oh,
is
yeah.
obviously our
It's a fun
third year
one.
doing it.
Yeah.
It's a fun one.
I've enjoyed the past 2 years. I'm enjoying this year so far.
Well, since you brought it up for the past 3 years, I have to say this, especially in the mic, and I have to make it clear. For the past 3 years, my wife has been on my case for not doing a shout out to her. So I have to shout out Hannah Amari. I hope you
Hannah
hear this.
Amari.
Shout
If she
out.
does not hear this,
Good shout
I'm
out.
going to mention you like maybe 4 times so I don't have to sleep on the couch.
You didn't mention me once.
Yeah.
Not
Every
once.
year I was like, oh, you missed it. I said it like slightly.
I said it like right at the beginning.
You have to check yourself. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
definitely.
So we're about 30 seconds away from the draft beginning. To you, in your opinion, what would be the most ideal draft for you guys? Obviously, you talked about Bijan and Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
The Eagles have 2 picks in the first round, correct?
Yes. So, I would love to get either. Yeah, that's.
Yep.
Guess I would love to get-
here?
You.
Yes.
Nice.
Anyways,
So I would definitely go after Bijan if he's available, or Jalen Carter. But I would per se like maybe Nolan Smith or even that tackle Peters. I can't pronounce his last name from. I think he's from Iowa, but definitely need offensive line, a
Yeah.
guard for sure because we lost Isaac Seminola to
Yep.
the Steelers. So, but
the other Pennsylvania team.
Yeah.
Oh man.
shout out to my
Rivals.
brother JoJo. He's a Steelers fan.
There
He's
you go.
supposed to be here. He was supposed to announce the Steelers pick with Josh. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm here.
Tell
So.
them I'm offset. I got some people.
Josh has
Josh
to
is
go to the
offset.
bathroom.
He's got some important people.
Josh
to
has
talk
an
to.
He has to go to
important
the
guest.
bathroom right now. But I have to go. I see that we have a lot of tickets, but I will be back. I promise.
All right, cool.
All right, cool.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you,
guys.
Felice. Appreciate the
Double or
hospitality.
All right.
Double or nothing.
Double or nothing.
Double or nothing.
It's Felice Amari.
Test.
Did you just test the mic?
Yeah, I don't know because it was not giving me a lot of levels here.
Yeah.
So,
Who knows how that came through? Then.
well, hopefully it came through pretty well. What mistake will Dallas make today?
That's funny. That's funny.
You know, they don't make mistakes in the draft. That's the good thing about the Cowboys is that their draft process.
Always
Will McClay
draft
is
well.
fantastic. You know, obviously drafting Tyler Smith last year, he was a fantastic rookie offensive lineman. Stepped in for Tyron Smith when he went down. So.
No, that's gotta give Dallas credit.
Oh no, that's one thing.
They
That's
know how to
one thing
draft well.
because you know, for example, like the Johnny Manziel draft, like Jerry Jones literally had the Johnny Manziel card in his hand, and
he was
then
foaming at the mouth for that one. Yeah.
and then you know, obviously everybody around them who
Smart
did the
pick.
homework were like, no, we're taking Zach Martin, who is now a bona fide Hall of Famer at right guard.
Yeah.
So, well, you know,
It's your podcast. Do what you want.
We'll get you on soon. We'll get you on soon. I promise. I promise. No, you're good. Yeah.
not yet,
right.
not yet.
Run your show. Come on.
I had to greet some people, but we have another special guest. And the mayor wants to make his entrance. Yeah, come on.
You
in.
could have introduced him better.
The mayor of Middletown, our astounded guest, Charles Harbaugh IV. I worked with him
meet you.
on the radio.
Dan,
Nice
That's
to see you again.
Carlos
Josh.
Dan Dembski. It's good to see you, my friend, and thanks for coming out for a little bit.
My pleasure. Draft day, always an exciting day. A lot
It's
of
fun.
hopes and dreams being made. So
That's it.
it's fun and should be an exciting night. I guess draft's about to kick off here in
Yeah.
Kansas City. So
Yeah.
The home of the
Way to do it.
We do that
every
year.
time.
Every time.
Every time.
So you're making up for me for last year because you were actually at FedEx Field.
yeah.
Do you have any contacts or anything you're doing Commanders wise?
He
for the
called
draft
in,
this
didn't
year?
he?
Yeah, you
Yeah, he
called,
called
in.
in. So what are we talking about making up?
Thank you. Yeah, I thought I did something. Yeah.
He's a hater.
I got your
Come on.
back. I got
Yeah, I
your
appreciate
back.
it, Carlos. You got a good memory. Yeah.
Carlos is looking out for you.
What was the question? Was do I have any contacts?
Do you have any contacts or doing anything Commanders wise for the draft this year?
Well, they're having their party on Saturday.
So I
So,
assume
yeah.
you're going to be doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So on day 3 of the draft, they're gonna have a
I
party.
think
Weird.
I think Saturday, better day for everybody. They can get the first round pick to come to the
Oh,
party.
Ah,
That's the,
okay.
that is
Yeah.
the goal,
Okay.
the goal. So
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's great. So, Washington, some big news since Washington fans.
I was literally gonna ask about this.
Chase Young's 5th year has not been picked up. It's a prove it year for him.
yeah, you think of Chase Young, and then I think of Justin Herbert. Like, God, if we just would have drafted Justin Herbert, things would be different in Washington. We've been looking for the franchise quarterback, and that cat is the real deal. He looks the part, but he is the part too, and he's
Yeah.
got a cannon of an arm. He's tough. He just changed the Chargers around. And then with our defense, gosh. So when I think of Chase Young, I immediately think, damn, we should have got Justin Herbert. Things would have been so much different, and Chase Young was hurt, but he struggled to make an impact 2 years ago.
He did.
This last year, didn't see much there. It seems like Allen and Payne are doing the heavy lifting,
Yep.
Yeah.
sweat chipping in,
Mhm.
and then what do we have out of Young? So,
Yeah.
so not a bad move. And if they have to franchise tag him, it only costs a couple $1 million more.
Right.
So if he has a monster year, you can tag him, and then you can sign him to that. But
Yeah.
we have a lot of money tied up in the defensive line in Washington, and they are the strength of the team. But Young has to do more. He's got to perform, especially when Justin Herbert was there and we could have grabbed
Yeah.
him.
So let me ask you this: at their pick, the Commanders, it's evident. I'm not sure if you're on the same page, but offensive line.
I'm hearing cornerback, Joey Porter Jr., but also hearing offensive line. So I think that's important. You've got to, I'm a former semi-pro quarterback, college quarterback at Shenandoah. You've got to protect Sam Howell. He's a kid, right?
Mhm.
He's not ready, but we got to get him ready.
Yeah.
And we keep cobbling together our offensive line, while other NFC East teams are getting star defensive players that wreck games. Micah
Parsons, baby, let's go.
Hassan Reddick in Philadelphia, Thibodeau with the Giants. Those cats wreck games.
They do.
And then we're getting
They wrecked us on Sunday night.
Yeah,
Thibodeau.
we're getting bargain bin free agent offensive linemen.
Yeah.
We need and we let Williams go for next to nothing.
Yeah.
We let Sheriff go next to nothing. They're going to Canton, and then these cats we're getting are barely,
They're barely on a roster.
I mean, we have to get a star offensive lineman to protect Sam Howell, or else he's going to wash out, and then we'll start 3 and 4 quarterbacks this year like we do every year.
And the process goes again. And
but
again.
the thing is, everybody's mindset for Washington is quarterback. But you have Sam Howell, which I don't expect the Commanders to maybe win 7 games. That's maybe a stretch because you have Sam
the pity
Howell,
party begins.
but you have Jacoby Brissett. But
great veteran to have in the room.
Just beef up the O-line, and then if that doesn't work, draft a quarterback the next year.
Yeah, I think a lot of fans, it's kind of refreshing to go with a young kid instead of a retread like the Carson Wentz or, And,
I'd still never understood that trade.
Yeah.
I mean, what did Carson really show to make
it's
that?
Kind of very refreshing to have a young kid that we're going with and saying, "Hey, look, let's try this out. Let's see what it is. We drafted this guy. Let's see if he can make this thing happen." Because this is a 500 roster.
Mm-hmm.
This is he's got tools. He's got weapons. Jahan Dotson, McLaurin, Samuel, Logan Thomas, Gibson, Robinson. He got weapons.
Yeah, it's a solid.
And then the defense is really, really good. It was 4th ranked last year.
Yeah.
So. Maybe it's kind of fun and refreshing to go with him.
Yeah.
I'd like to say for your listeners, I'm Alex Smith's biggest fan. I don't know of another quarterback who can go 11-5 with Washington over his time.
I told you, I've been praising that man's praises for
Smith.
years, and this
Even
guy's
him-
like, no, he wasn't that great.
Even him on one leg is infinitely better than what we've been.
He got you guys to the playoffs.
Yes, that guy was unbelievable. I love Alex
Agreed.
Smith. We have not been able to replace him.
No.
And he was just so
Of course,
good
with
for
the
us.
unfortunate injury, but before he got injured,
We were
Washington was
6-2.
and you guys were cruising through the
6-2, and then he brought a lot of leadership qualities. I knew some guys who really loved him. Ryan Anderson, Preston Smith, Sean Deion Hamilton. They loved Alex Smith, and it's just things turned when he wasn't there. So things are different, we could have had Herbert. So it always makes you wonder.
So obviously the mayor of Middletown, you do a lot of good for the community. You're running around like a racehorse with its head chopped off with so many things you do, calling basketball games, football games, obviously with former league MVP and Super Bowl champion Mark Mosley, one of my coworkers actually, but you do a lot, but Middletown.
subtle flex.
A lot going on there. 4th of July, your next big parade coming up. It always seems to be a crowd getter for everybody, even if they're not local Middletown residents. What can you tell us about this year's 4th of July
That's
parade?
because we're the only parade within an hour's distance, right? So politicians love it, people love it. The city of Winchester celebrates on the 3rd, Clark County celebrates on the 3rd. So like everybody comes to Middletown. They're off that day, paid off. Everybody, they want something fun, free, community oriented.
But somebody's got to sell beer to people.
It's a good day, and it works out really well for Middletown to have that. And then people love the Washington players that get to come there, and it's their chance to meet them. So
so cool. It's an awesome event.
And you're always involved and connected with Washington players and stuff to get very great guests to come out to your parades.
Yeah.
To be community oriented like that, and Carlos is probably shedding a tear.
I'm grinning from ear to ear right now, watching
your-
Patrick Mahomes
there's
bring
your
out that
quarterback.
Lombardi
Yeah.
trophy,
Yeah, he's-
baby.
But going back, you have a strong connection with Washington, and you tie that into the community. What do you think makes Middletown an attraction for them to go to?
I think it's the other way around. You got to create a world where they want to come to that, know? So that's building it up every year and then saying, hey, there's this little town where kids would just love to meet you. They would love to be able to say, hey, I saw that guy on Main Street, Middletown. And I think you get in front of them and tell them the story. And then it's like, this is quaint. This is cool. This is what they used to do.
Yeah.
And if Mark comes tonight, he'll tell you that these guys were very community oriented at one point. Now, not so much. They rent homes in Ashburn. They don't live here. They jet back to where they're from, So, but in the old days, they lived here. They were invested here. They had part-time jobs here while they were still playing,
right?
so they were really more invested in the community. But I think and I believe that they still want to do that. They just got to invite them, you know. So it's getting in front of them and saying, "Hey, there's this parade," and I'll never forget, you know, Preston Smith, really good friends with, you know, and he was like, I was like, "Have you ever been to Grand March before?" He said, "I've never been in a parade before." so it's like they just need to be invited, you know.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
and it's all and the
The
worst
draft has opened up, by the way. The Carolina Panthers are now on the clock. 10 minutes to go. Of course, we think Bryce Young will be the pick.
is that a consensus with you guys?
Yeah,
I
You
think
guys
so.
asked me all the questions, so I want to ask you, who's the consensus? Bryce Young?
It
Bryce
seems
Young.
like the report came out that they are going to take Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
They're not. They're not in love with
Pat
CJ
and
Stroud.
Travis Kelce are just flexing. Getting that trophy out there, just showing the fans, we're the champs.
Yeah,
It's a fun squad. You
Yeah.
got a fun squad, Carlos.
How long do you think it'll take to come in here?
I
they're
don't
going to
know
milk
long.
it.
I
They're
don't
going to
know long.
milk
They
it.
always
They
milk
always
it.
milk it.
They always milk it. I don't know why, but they always milk it.
Then it comes down
Oh
to,
no! Okay, that's right. That was earlier. That was earlier. For a second, I was like, "Wait,
almost
did a
happened.
trade just happen?"
Almost
So,
happened.
so Washington will pick probably at 10:30, 11 o'clock tonight, right?
Probably.
most
I don't
likely.
know.
Probably.
It depends.
because Washington has the
16th
16th pick.
10 minutes, 16 times 10. You know, you're looking at 160 minutes. So
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how quickly the teams move around. It's not like they're going to probably milk it all the way down, but not every team is going to milk it.
Yeah. Ron Rivera.
Last year it was milked like crazy,
Ooh,
and it was and
was
a lot
terrible.
of teams milked the clock.
The Commanders are going to do
It's painful.
another draft video saying, "This is Ron Rivera. Are you ready to become a commander?" So they all have their own variations of that.
Yeah, every team does their own little
Yeah.
thing like that.
Yeah. And it's like,
So let me ask you this: what do you think about the Commanders sale?
Oh, very excited. I think we've been through a lot. I think Jack Kent Cook is rolling over in his grave in Upperville.
Yeah,
I think, you know, he
Wow.
said his son wasn't ready for the team. His son started a winery. It's very successful. I think if he would have kept it in the family, they've had a lot more success, you know.
Instead of,
I think, and then the team knew, you know, Jack and his son and his family. They were locals. They lived in Upperville. They spent money here. They had a horse farm. They had all these things. So, you know, it would have been nice to keep it in the family. But yes, very excited about the sale. It's just too much drama in Washington. It's never football first. It's drama, drama, drama. You can't play like that.
No, you can't.
Mhm.
You
You
can't
need
concentrate like that.
football
And then
first.
nobody wants to go there.
yeah.
Not just football players, but employees,
Yeah.
right? People that they don't want to be with that. You know, you need a healthy organization. So very excited. It's a new day in Washington. I hate that name, the Commanders. So I hope that there's a rebrand or something, because that's
yeah, it was very underwhelming, the whole experience when they revealed the logo, the new
Yeah,
logo and everything.
yeah.
Very underwhelming.
Yeah.
It certainly
Um,
didn't win the fan poll. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
It did not.
I still say Redskins.
But also-
but if it was anything, I thought just keep it Washington football team. That was pretty slick. I thought that sounded good. You know
It
what I mean?
was.
Yeah.
But I think the other thing is just like the Washington fan base deserves something, because we've seen with when the Capitals won, the Stanley Cup win, the
Sure.
Nationals won the
World
World
Series.
Series. That totally blanked on that for a second.
You know-
We saw how rabid the fan base can get. Like it's a great sports
town.
town.
Well, not
It
just
really
that,
is.
guys, but you see the XFL, like the DC
Yeah,
Defenders.
these
like
defenders playing
they're
fantastic.
sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're sold out,
And
right?
guess who their defensive coordinator is?
Greg Williams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Greg Williams.
I did know
Who
that.
would have thought?
Yeah. Well, he had great defenses in Washington, or Joe Gibbs, man. Those were really good teams.
Mhm.
They haven't been this good. I mean, Del Rio's was second ranked his first year. This year is fourth ranked. So, like, Greg Williams was the second best defensive coordinator we've had. You know,
Yeah.
so-
Totally agree.
and when the defense is good in Washington, it helps turn a lot of things around. We just need to score 21 points on offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like last year we could get 19, and that
Yeah.
was it. So
We've had a lot of memories together, Mayor. We actually went to the game. Unfortunately,
the
where
Bucks
Chase,
game, we won.
Yeah.
We won that one.
Chase Young tore his ACL, but we ended up winning.
They beat Tom Brady by 10 though, and that was a drive. It was 19 plays, 10 minutes.
That's right.
He
That was-
he
that's
brings it
right.
up at
Yeah.
least once an episode.
I
So
mean,
like we've
it
never
was
forgotten.
Like every
it.
play was 3 yards, 4
But guess
yards,
what?
3
Who was
yards.
the team that beat him and retired him?
Yeah, that's true. But still, I got to
But
witness
he
Tom
was
Brady.
in his peak then. Last year he was divorced and going through trouble. You know what I mean? He was
hey, but
beat-
history
we
will
beat-
show his
we-
last game ever
Yeah.
was against the Dallas Cowboys,
we beat
where he
peak,
lost.
peak Tom Brady.
Yeah. Were you at that Week 18 matchup, Commanders Cowboys?
No,
you
I go
weren't?
to every game, but I was so disheartened after the Browns game. Like you would have
Yeah.
thought they had something to play for.
Yeah.
It was such an embarrassing.
It was.
performance. It was
It
totally
was.
embarrassing. I don't care if Carson was the quarterback or not. The defense didn't step up. They barely helped him. Heineke should have started that game, and I think we'd have had a chance, to make the playoffs.
Yeah, it was
Agreed.
rough.
It was an
Agreed.
It
awful,
was rough.
awful, and you could tell the players when he made that decision, they stopped giving a damn.
They gave up.
Mhm.
And they gave up. And then, we were down early, and I was just like, oh, well,
Oh,
Carson
well.
can't take it. I
It's
mean, he
over.
played pitiful.
Yeah.
It was awful.
I was at a wedding that day.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that wedding.
I was so mad.
I was
that
like,
that game-
goodbye, Commanders.
It was like nobody cared. The coaches didn't care. The coach didn't know that we could be eliminated with a loss.
Right.
The defensive players didn't
Which
seem
is
to
so
care.
insane.
There's another playoff
So
scenario.
insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I was so mad. But you know what? I've been to so many games that I would have loved to have been at that Cowboy game because I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
No, I
'Cause
didn't.
usually it's them doing that to us.
Yeah.
26-7, or 6.
Well, consider that like earlier in
Yeah.
the season, like
That's
Dallas
what it
blew them
was.
out completely,
Yeah.
and then Dallas had a chance for to win the division also with that game, and then they just completely laid an egg.
Yeah. And that never happened. Dallas always comes to play versus Washington. And so,
Just make the freaking pick.
yeah.
Good lordy, wow. That's an inside joke. Thanks for tuning in, Dan.
4 minutes to go here. So
They are
Yeah.
really milking this.
They are really milking it.
milking it.
Yeah.
ESPN probably asked them
Yeah.
to, like, hey, can you guys just take the time down to about 1 minute,
Yeah.
and then you can pick.
I'll tell you one thing, Mary. Your voice has really developed since the last time I've seen you. You have a great radio voice.
you mean since last Saturday?
Yeah, you keep improving. You keep improving all the time. Yeah.
Thank you.
Jeez.
Appreciate that.
He
Jeez.
did not
We
respond.
work together in radio. I board his high school football games, which is great. We have a great product, and it's just great to show the local talent off and have you calling the games.
Yes, but you're great at doing like 10 things at once. So like you're really
you
good
are
at
220
you-
things at once.
Yeah, I don't. You do all the commercials, all the stuff. You do it all. So Mark and I could just have fun and call the game.
Yeah.
So it was a great fall. We were at different high schools. We saw different things, different people.
It's a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun,
It's a lot of fun.
and a lot of good football.
Oh, the pick is in.
pick is in.
The pick
The
is in.
Let's see who it is. The pick
Well,
is
the
in.
pick is in, but the commissioner's not coming out yet. So,
He's going to be booed. Although
He's going to be booed.
he always is.
I mean, he was already booed. I'm pretty sure as soon as he came out.
He didn't
To
come out yet, I don't
yeah, he
Oh,
did.
yeah, he
They
did.
did the-
he
they
did.
did
To
the
open the
intro.
draft.
Yes, I remember.
the
He did.
draft is now open for
He
business
did.
or whatever he says. Something.
He did. So, Charles, my next question: Are you doing the Warrior Challenge again soon?
No, I was one and done there. And
One
I
and done?
had a bad philosophy. I was just like, I'm going piece by piece. But then the person I was with was eating the middle, right? So there's no crust.
Mm-hmm.
So, that
Oh,
was
that'll get
awful.
you. The crust will get you.
I was full, like I had like beyond Thanksgiving full, like sick full,
Yeah.
So
That's
Yeah.
the Warrior Challenge is impossible. That's
Yeah, I thought you were going to do it again with your new town manager.
thought you heard wrong. Maybe you did. Well, You
Yeah.
could do it.
I'm playing
He's
with
got
you.
he's got some bad sources there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see who this pick is. I think it's Bryce Young, Alabama, number
I gotta
one
put my
pick.
spectacles on.
What if they do a complete swerve and they do pick like CJ Stroud or Will Levis?
If they pick
If they pick Will Levis, I'm going to literally walk
shocked.
off this set.
I'll be shocked.
I'm
Daniel
not
Jones
a
is gonna
fan.
do it.
Walk off this set.
Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes.
Here we go. The first pick.
Bryce
There it is.
Young.
Oh my God,
Congratulations,
we guessed it.
Bryce Young.
Hey, Nick Saban's in the crowd.
Is that the Aflac duck? Oh,
Hey, Nick, did you win a national championship this year? I don't think so.
Did you?
you got to stop the hating.
Did-
with
Hold on.
Nick Saban.
Did you win your Pick'em challenge?
You did not. That
2
doesn't
years in a
equate.
row?
That doesn't equate. It doesn't equate, but
It does in our world.
It does in our it does in our world.
it doesn't. But Bryce Young, Alabama, he had a pretty good season. Won the Sugar Bowl, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, the Sugar Bowl.
Yes.
Got that. Let's see those new draft hats. I'm not a fan of the command. See, he's just.
It doesn't.
Well, he's got a lot of hair in the
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
so you know.
This draft has for the Commanders, though. It's like,
Oh, that's cool.
you know, it's.
Dan, Josh, Carlos, you guys gonna be up late tonight. I'd like to thank you for having me. I really
Are
appreciate
you
it.
getting
So
some food?
no, I'm gonna head out of here. I just came from the Apple Blossom sponsors reception, so haven't been home since I guess 6:45.
Charles Harbaugh the fourth, the mayor of Middletown. as
Thank you,
always,
guys.
greatly
Pleasure.
Guys,
Thank you, thank you.
enjoy your time here, and thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. Dan, thank you. Josh.
By the way, I don't know if this camera really does it justice, but this suit that this man is
It
wearing
looks great.
is absolute fire.
Every
Looks great.
suit. Yeah, his
Absolute fire.
He wears no regular clothes. It's a suit and tie.
Yeah.
Professional.
Every
Professional.
Professional guy.
Professional.
Every single day.
You look good, you're going to perform well.
That's
That's
it.
right.
So
He-
therefore,
And
he
then they pay well.
exactly,
He-
exactly.
he
Dion
even-
said it best.
He,
See you later,
the
Charles. Thanks a
mayor
lot.
even
Thank you, thank you,
wears it
thank
while
you.
building decks for his nonprofit too. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate you.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Well, the first
Always
pick is
great.
in, ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen.
David Smith. What is this? I'm not sure.
For a
Is,
high third round pick for tampering. How was
Tampering?
season woo?
is this actually a thing? Can
Yeah,
we
let's
confirm this?
find this out.
I'm not sure if it's a thing or not.
I have nothing on here. The Texans are on the clock. They've been on the clock for about 5 minutes.
Hard to believe.
Well,
Who they going to take, Carlos? What do you think?
I think it's going to be Will Anderson. A lot of reports have been coming out that they're not looking at a quarterback.
Yeah.
They're not very confident in this quarterback class.
Yeah,
And honestly,
I think Will Anderson's a good pick for them.
it is, especially with D'Amico Ryans being.
Cam
Yeah.
Newton is too Bryce Young. He is time.
He is. He's 5'10", 190.
Wow.
He's
He's
basically my size.
What mistake will Dallas make today?
We already answered that.
Yeah, he also had another. Yeah,
Share what Arkansas player senile Jerry
yeah,
Jones
he's got
will
some.
take.
He's got some. Roasting.
Well,
Typical Eagles fan, you know.
well, we don't pick Arkansas players. Like, we've never picked an Arkansas player. And
not that. Does Arkansas still have a football team? I mean, I don't even really know.
that they do.
Yeah,
But,
barely.
You know, it's not like a high power one. The pick is in for the Texans, by the way.
That was decently quick.
Well, they've been on the clock for. Remember, the next pick starts as soon as the pick is in.
Yeah.
So as of right now,
Those are
the
five to
Cardinals
six.
are on the clock, and they're still looking to trade that pick.
Yeah,
There we go. It's a good picture.
That's a
right
good-
there.
that's a good
That's
one.
a great picture.
that is a good one.
Yeah, you should put it into our intro.
Yeah.
And maybe shorten
You know, but it's looking good. Not really too packed. We could use some more fans out here, if possible.
Yeah, come on out.
Come on out.
Come on, it's
If you mention the podcast, a large pizza for $7.99, cheese pizza.
It's a good deal.
But, you know, try and get people to come out. We appreciate the support. Anthony's Pizza, as always. How's your mozzarella
oh, they're
sticks?
fantastic.
Always
That's
good.
my favorite thing.
Texans pick is in. Let's see how long this goes for.
It's in,
That's their
so
tr-
it's just more of they're trying to get.
They got to pan through the draft room.
D'Amico
this and that and the
Ryans.
other.
D'Amico Ryans, of course, this is his first year as the head coach. You know, hopefully he survives a year because so far the past
Hopefully
two
they
coaches
give
have
him
only
a
done.
chance. Yeah, I mean,
I think they will. He's a young coach, and I think that's why they're going to go defense this year, and they're probably just going to make a play for Caleb Williams next year.
mhm. That's right. Caleb Williams will be in next year's draft class. Hard to believe.
A little
So,
quiet.
yes, it
You need to
is.
get talking a little bit.
Sorry. Will Anderson, you think is the pick, Carlos? Yeah, I think that'd be solid.
Or
pick.
it could be the surprising is they take a chance on Jalen Carter despite his character issues.
They've had some guys in the past with
Mhm.
character issues, you know.
That's why a lot of people were saying Will Anderson.
Yeah,
but
they had one particular player.
because obviously Jalen Carter has
Yeah,
completely dropped in a lot of people because he would have been top 3 pick for sure
yeah,
had he not run into a bunch of issues that he's run into lately.
agreed.
But yeah, I think for sure it's going to be Will Anderson.
It's a good pick. I think-
So
I think
two
it's a good
back-to-back Bama players getting taken, and then after that, it's just going to be
Toss-up.
it's going to
pick.
be
Who's
yeah
who?
a
Yeah.
toss-up on who's going to get taken. Yeah, because like I said, Arizona. I'm pretty sure Arizona right now is fielding calls
Mm-hmm.
for trying to trade the pick. Oh, here comes the commish. Whoa!
Oh!
CJ Stroud!
Oh,
Whoa!
number
Whoa!
two!
Did not see this coming.
CJ.
Wow.
Wait, correct me. Who was the Texans quarterback? this year?
They had Davis Mills,
Davis
and then they
Mills.
also had
He got hurt though, and they had to go with.
starts with a D, I think.
Well,
Dan Dembski.
No.
I mean, this
This
is
last name starts with
warranted.
a D. I don't remember. Wow, fantastic! Good for CJ Stroud. Was getting a lot of stock downs, throughout the past couple weeks. So good for him. I think the Texans.
You're talking about Jeff Driscoll.
Jeff Driscoll, that's his
Yeah.
name. Yes, he gave.
He's been a journeyman type of guy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
CJ Stroud. Wow. Okay.
Crazy.
Wow.
So they decided
That's
to take the
kind
shot.
of unexpected, but I will say,
He's a talented.
I mean, the
He's
Texans
talented.
need
he's a
QB.
talented QB. I think there are questions about his decision making and his
Sure.
attitude,
Mhm.
but obviously he had kind of an up and down season at Ohio State, despite Ohio State making the
Mhm.
playoffs. And we saw him against Georgia. He played the game, so we've seen he's got a very high ceiling.
Mhm.
It's just he's got some issues when it comes to
He's got to put it all together.
yeah, he's got to be able to put it all together on a consistently. Consistency is his issue.
Absolutely.
Totally agree.
And of course, also when you're at Ohio State, and you got wide receivers like
Crazy.
in Jigba, and then of course Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah.
You're gonna look good. So
Mhm.
Totally agree.
we'll see how I think CJ Stroud is a solid quarterback, and I think he's gonna do very well, and hopefully he can just get it together, and just work on consistency, and good for the Texans. They got the franchise quarterback now.
Let's hope. let's
hope.
let's hope for their sake. Yeah. I agree. I think he's
I really thought it was gonna be Will Anderson. Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Very surprised there.
So this
The
leaves-
Cardinals
where's-
are on the clock.
Where's Arizona gonna go?
They're trying to trade the pick. They are trying to trade the pick. There was the report that came out that Kyler Murray wants them to draft an offensive, lineman. But I think Felice is coming back.
Felice is coming back. Hi, Felice. No, they're hanging on the hook. The hook up there on the under the large boxes. My fault.
Taking people's keys.
No, you just
I
store
need
stuff every night.
water.
I know. Just give me a
Yeah,
hard
we can. But
No, it's
very
it's a great pick, but it
Yeah.
definitely was not what I expected either.
absolutely.
No, definitely, because a lot of reports were they were out. They were
Yeah.
out on a
Mhm.
quarterback. They weren't very impressed with Will Levis, and so the fact that they took CJ Stroud is
Your thoughts on CJ?
Yeah.
His IQ test.
it's like, it was just like
Who
it was his,
looks at IQ test?
it was his
They do it-
decision making
they do it
test.
all.
He got the lowest score out of all the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But he was like, I'm not a test taker. I play football. So hey, they looked at the film. They liked what they saw. Obviously, they interviewed him. So, and there's a reason why they trusted him with the number 2 pick. So, they got a lot of faith in this kid. So we'll see how it goes.
Water. Yeah.
This one.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Big thanks to all the servers at Anthony's Pizza, treating us
Fantastic.
with the utmost care and respect. They're great, wonderful people. We just need more fans out here. But
Yeah.
this is fun regardless.
No, it's always a good time.
We got Dan out here from
Yeah.
For the first time
First time,
in
3
here.
years.
in the
Farther.
history of us doing this.
Yeah.
Because he came in virtually year 1. And then last year he was busy. I think
He was
you were
busy.
traveling,
Yeah.
I believe, if I remember correctly.
Yep, I think they think I was. Yeah.
And then this year, he actually
was able to
showed
do
up.
it. It worked out.
And he surprised us in the beginning of the week. Thank you, appreciate it.
It's a good looking water.
Yeah.
Listen, I love water.
Extra ice too. I'm
So-
Adam Schefter. I'm here to report that there's been a trade, and it's not a bad impression. I'll work on it.
It's not terrible.
Every time, it's just every word has emphasis with him.
Mhm.
Every single word.
Yeah.
Anyway,
For the most part.
but yeah, I think they're taking their time. I think I wouldn't be
Yeah,
shocked
they're
if they
really
decide to-
milking it. So I think they're
they
actually
decide
gonna have to
make
make a
that trade.
pick.
I don't know why,
Yeah.
but they're going to have to make some as my guys walking in the building.
Look at that.
A legend. What up, Mr. Lee?
How
How you
doing?
been? You doing all right? Yeah. Oh, you're about to.
Whoa,
Oh, you're
whoa,
good.
whoa.
Here, I got you.
Winning number is.
Yeah. It's for you.
Look at that. It's a good deal.
There you go, my friend. Yeah.
Well, good night.
Came here just for that.
Nah,
No,
my guy. If you want to join us, take your
Have a
seat.
seat.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm just gonna,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and order.
Yeah.
And then,
Take your seat. You're
Have a seat.
welcome
Yeah, have a
anywhere
seat
down
anywhere.
here, but
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
you know.
This is.
Oh, trade.
Oh, they traded.
They traded the pick.
Yeah. Who's
Who
got
are they trading it to?
This is worth.
The Cardinals have traded the pick to the
The
Texans. The Texans
are
have
gonna do
moved
it
back
again.
up. They're about to take Will Anderson, I believe.
The Texans.
And the pick is in.
That was fast.
Houston
Yeah.
making moves.
It's great. It's great.
Whoa. Whoa, Houston. What is in this trade package? Let's find out.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see if I can get an update here.
Here
and
we
see
go.
what's-
Nope, never mind. They weren't. They have not announced it. Check Twitter.
Yeah, check Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter will be the quickest
the
option.
Texans traded, and we're going to take a quick commercial break. It's the Kirby on Sports Draft Show live. We'll be right back. For sports fans living in condominium and homeowners associations, as well as business professionals, when you need a reserve study, PM Plus Reserves has been in business since 1990. Their studies are accurate and easy to understand. Check them out when your association needs a study. www.pmplusreserves.com. You can also contact them at 703-803-8436. Once again, www.pmplusreserves.com.
Let me see. All right, we're back. Welcome back.
Uh,
So we got a trade.
we got to trade. Kirby has stepped
Surprising.
off the set to go mingle with some folks, you know.
That's what he does.
And it looks like the commissioner is just about to come out to announce the pick.
It's a weird camera angle though.
I think they're just waiting for him. There he is.
So the Texans.
So the Texans make the pick.
Receive
I
the
think
pick.
this is when they. I mean,
this is gonna
this has to be Will Anderson.
has
If
to
it's
be
not
Will
Will
Anderson.
Anderson, it'll be a very surprising pick. Or maybe they're going to pick another wide receiver.
It's
All right,
crazy.
here we go. Will
There it is.
Anderson.
Will Anderson.
Will Anderson.
That's pretty smart, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Hey, they got both their guys. They
Yes, I'm doing my due diligence, and
Texans are loading up. Be careful. They're loading up.
yeah, they are low. Those are two big picks.
Just trying to
Two
see
big
the,
picks.
the details here.
yeah,
Shifty.
absolutely. So, you
Okay,
know,
so here it is. So the Cardinals get obviously what? Okay, the Cardinals get the 12th pick, the 33rd pick, first next year, and a third next year.
Oh wow, they traded their first for next year. Okay, so they're
Yeah.
going all in on
And
CJ
Texans also,
Stroud.
Texans also get the
wow,
pick 105.
wow,
Texans get 105.
There you
as well as
go.
that third pick. So there
Yeah.
you go. There's the trade breakdown.
absolutely.
Impressive, well done. Good trade package for the Cardinals to get the Texans.
Brand new
is-
coach.
You know,
You want
See,
to start fresh and
I'm kind of scared
way to
now
do it.
because an idol I've looked up to for so long, I don't think my voice
He's
can
the
ever
man.
match him.
Oh,
yeah,
I thought you were talking about the trash.
Nah, I'm talking about you, Mr. Lee. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, I mean that's huge. That's huge for the Texans to go back to back.
they got their offensive guy. They got their obviously the quarterback of the offense, of course, the quarterback of the defense now.
That's right.
Absolutely,
That's a good point.
absolutely.
Just what a first-year coach wants to walk into. That's a good
Yeah,
situation.
I mean they're loading up. Also, they just they have a pretty
The
solid
Colts are
team
on
there.
The clock. This is going to be interesting.
This is because this is a place where people thought maybe C.J. Stroud was going to go here. They're obviously needing a quarterback. So could it be Will Levis? Hopefully not. Could it be Anthony Richardson? Maybe. Because again, I feel like Will Levis is just he smells like a bust to me. I don't know. He just smells like a bust.
Stroud's Ohio State receivers are better than what he will have as a
That is very
Texan.
true. That is very true. But we'll see what he's got.
There's no question about that.
I mean, you can when you're
That's
dealing with again, in Jigba,
that's a
and of
wide
course,
receiver factory.
you're
yeah.
dealing with again Marvin Harrison Jr., who is going to be a top pick next year.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really got much in the Texans, especially when they traded the best receiver to the Dallas Cowboys for basically nothing.
Yeah, there you go. Texans are out here. Got to give them some credit there. So Colts are up now. So who do we like for
Dude,
Randy?
I truly do not know. I don't know who.
They kind of need one of everything. So
Well, they're solid at receiver. They're solid at running back. They have a pretty decent offensive line.
Yeah.
Again, their only issue has been quarterback. They can't seem to find a quarterback. They tried the Matt Ryan thing. They tried, obviously, the Carson Wentz experiment. The only one that succeeded so far was Phillip Rivers, for the 1 year that they had him.
And that's why they did the other two guys.
And then, of course,
plug and play.
this franchise has just been in turmoil at the quarterback position with the surprise, Andrew Luck,
for a long time. Yeah.
retirement. And,
Yeah.
of course, they were one of the most solid, quarterback play franchises for a long time with Peyton Manning. So, it's just, they've just been kind of in just limbo.
So quarterback it is.
And you would think it'd be quarterback, but again, with the quarterback prospects that are left, the pick is in, by the way.
The pick is
That was
in.
quick.
With Will Levis, who again I'm not a believer in,
I
and
don't know
with
about him either.
with Anthony Richardson, who's not necessarily, he's not ready yet. Like he's definitely got huge
I think
upside.
I'd take him over Will.
I would take him
Levis.
because he's got huge upside. He's a very dynamic player, but it's just he's not day one ready.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
Man, the Texans, wow, they're bold. They are
I
bold.
love the draft trades. It always adds suspense.
Well, they're still, obviously the, DeAndre Hopkins is still out there. It'll be interesting if anybody takes a shot at
Tonight,
that.
yeah.
And there's always the surprise, like, whoa, this player got moved, craziness. So the Colts are in, and then obviously next is Seattle. Seattle's a potential Jalen Carter spot, by the way.
Yes.
They could easily take Jalen Carter. If they don't take him, then he'll probably fall to the Eagles, I would imagine. I don't really see any of the other teams taking him.
I would think in general it's going to be a defensive pick for Seattle at 5. Trying to bring back that Legion of Boom. No, I'm just kidding.
The Legion of Boom.
It's been a long
think that's
time
one
since
and
we've been
done.
able to say that.
I think that's one and done.
What?
The Legion of Boom.
Well, I mean, that was a certain group of players,
Yeah. They're all retired now.
for the most part.
I think of it's like 10 years ago now since
Yeah.
that was a thing. We're
Yeah. When you think about it, it's been 10 years since they won their Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
Man, time flies.
it really rolls on.
All right, the pick is in. Let's see who it is.
Let's see.
So there's a lot of people in their draft room. Looks like a classroom. Looks like a lecture hall.
Yeah, the draft rooms are very interesting. I mean,
Yeah. Well, I don't know why some teams like it's just a couple guys, and then the Colts have everyone literally. I think even the custodians in there.
I respect it.
I mean, I think it's cool, right? You
I respect
give
it.
all the staff a chance to like, hey, here's how the draft works.
Well, wasn't it the Falcons owner flew everybody to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
correct.
Like everybody in the
Arthur
building.
Blake's a good owner.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
There he is.
Anthony Richardson. They have picked their
There
quarterback.
it is, another quarterback.
The
So
quarterbacks
board.
are flying
three
off the board.
QBs off the board in the
That's
first 4
fast.
picks.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So much for this.
Listen,
not being
this
a-
kid has a lot of upside. He's just not he's not day one ready. So they'll
He's not
probably
polished.
sit him. You know, he'll probably have to learn under Matt Ryan or somebody, whoever is that's still on their
Whoever's on the roster.
you know roster. But you know,
I'm pretty sure Matt Ryan's still there, right?
yeah, he is. I think he signed a 2-year deal, so he's there for one more season. No, it's not Frank Reich who's their quarterback anymore. It's the Eagles' old defensive coordinator's their coach now, or was it their offensive? No, their offensive.
Is it Richardson or Minshew?
Oh, that's right. Minshew's on the roster.
tough one.
That's who it is.
That's a good choice.
Minshew's a solid QB. I mean, he's
okay.
he's solid.
He's okay.
You know, he'll win you a couple games. You know, he's not going to win you a Super Bowl. You know,
Yeah.
but he'll keep you guys competitive. I think you start Minshew.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you start Minshew, and you let Richardson kind of learn and develop and get used to the speed of the NFL. But we already know how much that usually doesn't happen when it comes to first round picks.
Well, and especially with a guy like Minshew, that it could be you could have a short leash. You know what I mean?
True.
Because you have that rookie quarterback
True.
that you took in the top 5, and he's
Ryan
there.
did get released. Thank you.
So okay, good. I mean, not good, but
Seahawks on the clock.
Seahawks on the clock.
They don't need a quarterback.
They could have still taken one and just had him be under Geno. There was a lot of people saying maybe Anthony Richardson went here, and they would have their QB for the future. But I don't see.
it's tough to go top 5 and not
Absolutely.
have them be the starter.
Absolutely.
True.
That's the tough thing. But this is a good spot for Jalen Carter, though. I definitely agree with you there.
Yeah, it's just a question of, do they have issues like Seattle is a well-oiled machine.
Yeah,
everything is this.
They seem like
Do they really
don't-
want to
they
bring
don't
in a
take
guy
lot
like
of risks.
Jalen Carter
They
who
don't take a lot of risks on guys like that. usually.
yeah. I mean, they took a risk on a guy like that, and it didn't necessarily pan out too well.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough situation. It's a very difficult situation.
Obviously,
This place is filling up.
after Seattle, it's Detroit, and Detroit need obviously they were
Detroit.
they are in great position. If they have a great, they're comparing Anthony Richardson to Donovan McNabb, which I don't know if I'd compare him to. I don't know if I compare. The quarterbacks today are not like Donovan McNabb can't hold a candle to these guys.
As far as their athletic, I agree. It was a different game back then.
Yeah,
He was more of a not power speed. What's the word?
it's power runner.
He's a power runner.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I like how they show arm strength and it's him like throwing at warm-ups, like lobbing it. Yeah, he's got a good arm. I mean, there's no question.
Here we
Pretty solid.
go.
Look at this.
Live
we have a
bet off.
picture. We have a picture.
Yes.
Gotta get you in here. Gotta get you in here. There we go.
Look at that.
Yes. Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Lee.
you, sir.
Hey, if you want, yeah,
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go for it.
yes,
Go ahead.
please, that'd be great. And tag us and send it to me so I can do the same. How's the pizza, sir? Great.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what are you rating it? An 8.9. Look, he didn't give us a rookie score.
He
He gave
is
us
a
the
pro.
decimal.
He's a pro pizza scorer. Yeah.
He didn't give us the rookie
Like it.
score.
I'll tell you, as a sponsor on my podcast, I heard your interview with my friend Mark Francis. Very great podcast. I listened to the whole thing. Iconic talk. Great. I listened to it on my way to work in DC. It was very cool. Very cool.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Yeah.
Have to get you on.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Dude,
There you
I
go.
make it on breakfast with Barry Lee and
There you go. You know you've made it. That's it.
yeah. The podcast going well though? Good.
Yeah, I've cut back from once a week instead of 5 days. I started 7 days a week, and then did that for 8 months. So,
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
yeah, so once a week is
Mm-hmm.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I mean, that's how we do it during football season. We only do once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah,
you
we
know.
jam pack our episodes for sure.
Yeah. Did you hang that wink awning on top of your house yet?
Yes. It's in my garage. It's on the,
I love it.
up on the top. I have a second story of my.
That's great.
Yeah,
Oh,
That-
okay.
It's in good hands there.
it's preserved, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
absolutely.
Well, the Seahawks have definitely milked this, which makes me think there might be a trade.
Another trade.
There might be a trade here because they're already down to less than 2 minutes. They
Was it-
haven't put their pick in.
Was it last year or 2 years ago where there was like a ton of trades in the first round? I'm trying to
Oh man, I can't remember.
Because like that was recent. That
There was
in
a
recent
lot of
draft.
movement,
Yeah.
and I think it was the Micah Parsons draft. So
Yeah.
I think it was
2 years
last
ago.
year.
Or
No,
last
2
year.
years. 2 years.
Yeah, that was a
Man.
strange one.
Folks, how was the pizza? Good? Good.
Hey, don't knock broccoli. I love me some good broccoli
Why do you always use that one? Oh,
because as you can see, it hits. Okay.
yeah, I guess.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they are down to the last minute here.
They're down to the last
I
minute. They're
really-
milking it.
I
There's a
think-
commercial.
I think they're trading the pick.
What are they going to do? A Saints and trade everybody for one player? No, I
Oh
don't think any
man.
team will ever do what.
Nope,
they
the
did.
pick is in. The
was-
pick is in. So they have made their pick.
Yep.
They just decided to milk all 10 minutes.
You better get back to the.
So
stage.
Detroit is now officially on the clock since the pick is in.
Detroit.
It'll be interesting to see what they do, especially with the suspensions that came down with the whole gambling incident.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Absolutely.
It's
One of
really
them was a commander, by the way.
That
As
it
we
was.
await the Seahawks' next pick, we'll pause for another commercial break. We'll be back. You're listening to Kirby on Sports Live. Is it finally time to upgrade your home's interior? How about with an authentic farm table made locally from recycled barnwood? Shenandoah Primitives, based right here in Winchester, Virginia, makes farm tables, benches, tables, coffee tables, and a long list of other items for your home decorating needs. At Shenandoah Primitives, function and style are combined for great furniture that will last generations. If you're interested in combining the industrial look of metal with wood, or considering something incredibly unique with a live edge, Shenandoah Primitives turns those ideas into reality. Thinking about a mirror, wine rack, or other accent piece for your home, Shenandoah Primitives can assist with that as well. As a local small business, Shenandoah Primitives is happy to work with each client for a custom design or schedule an appointment to come out and view current inventory. Local, high-quality, handmade items can be found at Shenandoah Primitives. Find us on Facebook and Instagram or visit us at www.shenandoahprimitives.com.
All right, we got to end it because they're about to name the pick. I already did.
Welcome back.
Welcome
the
back.
Seahawks. are about to-
Seahawks pick is in. We had to interrupt the commercial very quickly.
What do you think here, Carlos?
I don't
Jalen
know,
Carter
man.
here?
I don't know. Like, what do they really need? Well, here comes the commissioner. This is a good spot for Jalen Carter, but again, do
Just
they
makes
take
you
a
wonder.
chance?
It makes you wonder.
They selected Davion Weatherspoon,
Davion Weatherspoon.
the defensive back from Illinois. He's a solid defensive back. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie
it's
to you
good.
guys.
That's a good pick.
He's
That's a good
pretty.
pick.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
It's a good pick.
He's a solid pick. So Jalen Carter did not go here, so they did not take a chance on him. They went defensive back,
I think he's going to
trying to reconstruct the Legion of Boom.
It starts with that secondary. That's it. That's a good pick. Yeah, Detroit's pretty rough.
Ooh.
Pretty rough.
All right, Detroit has been on the clock. They got 6 minutes to make the pick. Where do you think they go here? Here, pull up the pro.
Prospects?
No, pull up. Well, what does it say they need? They need a tight end,
Tight end, corner.
defensive back, defensive line. Ooh,
Interior
they
line.
could also maybe take a shot at Jalen Carter as well.
That's a good spot for him. I think.
Listen, Jalen Carter is a special player. It's just he is. It's the character issues that teams are afraid of.
Yeah, and you can't blame them for feeling that way.
No, this kid is good.
Yeah, he's pretty solid.
This kid from Illinois is really good.
I mean, look at that.
Oh,
you
what
just
a
don't see that.
smack!
You just don't see that much. I love.
Sorry,
how,
we were
I,
watching. We're watching highlights of.
I love the way he tackles as
He comes
as
full,
a corner.
full force.
He goes for it.
He goes for it. He doesn't hold up. He doesn't Trayvon Diggs it.
Let's see. We got a comment on here. Who we got here?
No. Jalen Carter, the second coming of
Could be.
Indominica Sue.
Could be.
Ooh.
I like that. I like
that
comparison.
comp. I like that comp.
comparison, Yeah.
You know, because but again, it's just, does Detroit take a shot at, obviously they have a bunch of guys who just got suspended.
Yeah.
Obviously not for betting on football, it's just betting in the building.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really don't know where they go here.
It's a tough. There's still a ton of depth out there. I think Detroit,
there's still a lot of good picks out there. It's
Detroit's in a good spot.
It does feel like the picks are very, or like the talent is very, I guess you could say, cornered in certain positions, or contained within certain positions. Like, like I said, the running backs it's a very deep draft class this year, of course, but nobody really drafts running backs in the first round. And the wide receiver position has some good picks as well. Quarterback, I mean, pretty much all the good prospects are gone. The only one that's left is Will Levis.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting where he goes. I mean, looking at who's coming up, I mean, I'm not even sure.
Well, you got Jalen Carter. Here's what best fits according to CBS. Jalen Carter, of course, defensive lineman from Georgia. You got Christian Gonzalez, who's another cornerback out of Oregon. Pretty solid. And then you got Deontay Banks, cornerback from Maryland. So
Deontay Banks is good.
He's
good.
solid.
He is a solid.
I could see them going Banks here. I really could.
Yeah, I don't think they take a shot on Jalen Carter here. I really think Jalen Carter is going to fall to the Eagles. And then it'll be a question of, what do the Eagles want to do? Do they take the chance on him, or are they going to go running back with Bijan, or are they going to go offensive line, which they do need to replenish. And, of course, they do also need to start thinking of replacing like the likes of Jason Kelsey, because Jason Kelsey, he's at the end of his career basically, despite the fact that he's playing at such a high level.
Yeah.
So it'll be an interesting question to see, what the Eagles do should Jalen Carter do, like if he does fall to them. Totally
agree. That would be solid if they could get him for sure. So the timer went away. I assume their pick is in.
Well, if it does come in, I wonder if
I haven't seen anything. Let me see.
Well, I don't know if CBS updates it when the pick is in.
Usually it does. Says pick. Oh, a trade.
Oh,
they traded to the Cardinals.
Oh, the Cardinals have traded. The Cardinals have traded for Detroit's pick.
Swapped.
They traded, and then they traded back up. Yeah, it's on CBS.
I was wondering why there was a delay.
So Arizona moves up.
So
where do they go? Why are they drafting up?
Is this where they take Jalen Carter? Maybe.
Do they take Jalen Carter?
I don't
here?
know.
I don't know if the Jalen Carter's the move here.
No, they need. They're probably looking for an edge rusher.
Wide receiver, possibly.
Could be.
Possibly wide receiver.
They're not going to take Bijan Robinson here.
No.
Wouldn't take
The Cardinals
Robinson.
aren't in the market for a running back.
It's fine, Dan. You can take front and center.
Oh, thank you. I need my spectacles though.
Your spectacles.
It's a spectacle. This draft has been a spectacle so far. What a draft.
What a draft.
It's been a good one. Another trade. So what? This is the third trade we've had so far, right? Out of the first 6 picks.
No, I think this is just the Texans and Cardinals traded. No, there's only the second. No, wait. The Lions pick is in. Are we sure this thing? I'm confused. Oh no, they traded the pick. There we go. Okay. Never mind.
We're good.
We're good.
We're confirmed now.
Okay, we're confirmed. Shefty has confirmed it.
All right, their pick is in already, apparently, according to this. So
okay,
that's quick.
so the pick
they
is
made their decision.
in. What did they give up?
So that means the Raiders are on the clock. That I'm going to try to find out. Schefter's probably saying it now.
Hey,
And
well, this is pertaining to a different sport, but we have some more special guests on the way. FYI.
What sport are we pertaining to?
The game of basketball. Jalen Carter, the second coming of Ndamukong Suh.
he makes a good.
Dan Gloucester,
Good comp, but
lordy, wow.
But
Here we go. Here it is.
Okay.
Okay. So the Cardinals, of course, got that pick.
Oh, here we go. So the
at
Lions
this.
received the 12th and then their second round pick.
Oh, that's the first trade.
No, it's on the screen. It's on the screen.
No, I know.
Okay, so the pick is in. Let's see what Arizona does here. So they moved up from the 12th to the 6th. There's somebody they're going after.
Yeah, he's probably calling GMs as we speak on his fancy phone, being like, "Hey, you want to make some more moves here?" You know?
Nah, they're trading up for somebody. Why would you trade for the
Let's
6th
see,
pick?
the pick is in.
Please don't do that.
This is fun, guys.
This is a good time.
Yeah, good time. Just chilling, eating.
Oh man, this is gonna suck for the new guy coming in. He's got to wear those horrendous jerseys.
The Ohio State
Their
knockoffs.
new jerseys are terrible.
You should have designed them, Carlos.
No, I'm not a jersey designer.
That's hard to do.
Let's see.
I can't hear.
Let's see.
Paris
Johnson.
Oh, so they listened to Kyler Murray. This is the guy he wanted.
Yep.
Kyler Murray, shadow GM, won't be playing at all this season. Shadow GM.
Thanks
Bye.
for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you again for the
And the
The
support.
bazaar.
Yeah. And the pizza too.
Yeah.
Yep. I get. It's gonna be a long night, huh? The first round takes forever.
No,
so.
we get out of here.
Yeah, we get out of here at like 10.
Yeah.
Oh well. I sure am. I will. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to
I'm
keep
working.
your job, you know.
I gotta get money to go to the Nats game tomorrow night. So
Well, apparently we're both going to this.
it's
Nats
gonna
game,
be
but
it's probably gonna be rained out. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll do.
Hey, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thanks
again.
Thank you for the support.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
So the Raiders are on the clock.
The black hole. Let's see what they decide to do. I can't do my Gruden anymore. It's just lost its luster. All right, let me go back here and see. So their biggest need is offensive tackle.
As
obviously.
always, our wonderful server helping us out all the time. Thank you, Jalen. Thank you.
If you want to be interviewed, just let us know.
If you
want to be interviewed, just let us know.
Johnny's just been dying. Huh?
That's okay.
The
What's that?
Bears?
Is it? No. They already picked.
Hey, the Raiders are up. The Raiders.
Yeah. The Bears haven't moved at all.
They're they're the ninth pick. Yeah. Yeah, got all shifted up. Yeah.
That would be embarrassing to do.
Take Mitch Trubisky a second time.
Oh,
That was a bad pick.
I will never forgive them for that.
Yeah, that's a bad pick.
The Paris Johnson, offensive tackle from Ohio State.
It's a good.
Kyler Murray wanted him, so
It's not an exact science. I mean, you never know with these guys what you're going to get. You know, injuries. And sometimes guys that are taken in the third and fourth round, like we've seen every year, become studs, and you just can't.
hey, Dallas is
just can't.
Dallas is great at it.
They're good. There's a reason they've been up there.
They're
year
always
after year.
solid drafting offense. Even our offensive line isn't necessarily the greatest as it has been. You know, we obviously drafted one of the best offensive lines ever throughout the 2010s.
Yeah,
You know,
that definitely helped a lot
Yeah.
with that offense. This is Kirby's squad coming
Yep.
out here.
behind you guys. All right, we're a lot of dead air here.
Where do you think the Raiders go? Because I
so
think
tell
they
me
got a
their
lot of
needs
options.
again.
Offensive tackle, interior O line in general, safety and defense.
This would be the worst spot for Jalen Carter to go to. This would be possibly the
Yeah.
worst spot for
I
him to go to.
I don't see them taking him here in this situation. But
Oh man, best
You know what?
available: Jalen Carter, Will Levis, Bijan Robinson, Christian Gonzalez, Peter Skronoski, something like that.
Skronoski, I think, would be a good
Skronoski.
pick here. Northwestern, solid offensive tackle.
You know, you can't
So,
beat.
Look at
Are
this.
you? Sure.
Paparazzi, you can't stop him, man. When Josh Kirby's in the room, it's crazy. So yeah, this is an interesting spot because the Raiders' offensive line is their big need. It's their big need.
I don't know where you go here. I really don't.
But they also need a safety. So do you go out and you get Brian Branch from Alabama?
Is it a reach though at this point?
It is. I think it's a little early for. So we'll see what they decide to do here.
He's celebrating with the Arizona fan. Look, he put on the big hat. He put on the big hat.
Gotta have the big hat.
Hey, guess who invented that big?
Yeah, we know.
We know.
He didn't invent it. He just showed everyone what it was.
It's his buddy's company.
Yeah.
It's not his invention. Don't take credit for it.
It's like the telephone. Who invented it? It's an interesting pick here.
I gotta hold on. I
And
gotta fix this.
They're milking
belt.
this
It's been
down.
bothering me for the past hour.
What? The banner?
No, the belt.
Oh, the belts. Yeah.
This belt has been bothering me for the past hour.
Yeah, it's gotta sit proper. Their pick's in. All right, the Raiders' pick is in. That means the Falcons are on the clock. Do the Falcons?
Oh, the pick is in, you said?
Yep.
Awesome. Falcons are on the clock. Who do the Falcons take? I don't know.
I don't believe
No.
so. No. See what happens here. It's just. I mean, the Raiders need offensive line help. That's the bottom line. You got to
And that's
go.
the bottom line.
Because Stone Cold said so.
Indeed. Up. I think
I
Felice
think
is
our-
bringing the
I think
za.
our pizza's
I think
coming.
Felice is bringing the fresh za.
Look at this.
Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. I don't know where we're gonna actually put this.
Want to put it off the side and we can just pass it down?
Woo! Look at that fresh za.
Yeah, you can move that. There you go.
Woohoo! Thank you, Felice.
Thank you so much, Felice. Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Felice. This is a
Oh, by the way, the
beautiful
Eagles
za.
traded all their draft picks away. Sorry to tell you.
We should probably get some like silverware or like plates.
Yeah, I should have said something to him.
Tell Kirby.
I can tell Trey. It's a lot
Yo,
of trades,
plates.
a lot of movement,
Plates.
a lot of movement. All right, man.
I'm choking on my own spit.
That's a tough look.
All right, the pick is in for the Raiders. Of
It's
course,
taking a long time. To get this
disappointing
pick up
season last year from making
Yeah.
the playoffs the year prior to this year where they couldn't. And of course,
there. They
they
struggled.
no longer have Derek Carr. The quarterback is now Jimmy G.
That's right. It feels like it was so long ago.
I know, right? I actually kind of forgot they had Jimmy G as a quarterback.
Crazy. All
Of
right.
course, they have Devontae Adams, so they're not going to look for offensive weapons.
No.
It'll be interesting to see what we
At least
do here.
not early in the draft. Maybe they try to later on.
The pick is in. I
we go.
believe
He's
the
got some
commissioner's
paper plates
coming
now.
out here in a second.
Thank you, sir. Would you like to take the middle spot again?
Doesn't matter to me.
Okay, fine. I'll take it if you don't mind.
The Raiders.
Oh.
What do the Raiders need?
Offensive line help. Badly.
And thank you to the Dembskis for pizza.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
trying to hear, man. And of course, thank you to. Oh, they took Tyree. Wow, defensive
Wow.
end, Texas Tech.
Okay, then. It's a Raiders pick.
Kirby, do you have a remote for that TV?
I can get it.
Like,
What
turn-
would you like?
Turn it up.
Just
Yeah,
up a
A
little.
little bit.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but enough so that we can hear it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's coming to a tone.
Here comes Carson Wentz. Guess he's off the clock.
Kirby. Kirby. You pass me that napkins. I need napkin. I need a napkin.
I got you.
No, just bring the box. Just bring the box. Never mind. Dan brought the box.
I'm gonna get a slice or two.
Well, he's got to sit here in the tone for his sin. Well, actually, he can sit here since you're not going to be sitting down right now. No, it's over on this side. You have to tone. He has to tone for his sins.
Why so serious?
Let's get it. So, to preface this.
Oh no! I'll preface it. I'll break it all down before he issues his apology.
Seth, good to see you.
Seth, fantastic to see you.
Good to see you all.
You get all my eating on
You
the
know,
mic.
I'm actually upset that we didn't clip the incident last year, because then we could have just played it right here.
Yeah,
But
I
last year
missed this. Sorry.
you made me walk off set because of a comment you made, and the comment I believe is, and I quote, Carson Wentz is going to lead the Commanders to Super Bowl.
That was probably the worst comment I've ever made in my life.
Well, you're
Speak
doing-
on it.
You're doing,
Elaborate, shall
you're doing
we?
pretty well. If that's the worst one. Gotta say.
All right. So last year when I made the bold statement that he was going to take us to the Super Bowl, he took the Eagles to the Super Bowl almost. He had a phenomenal year.
It's true.
He didn't play in that playoffs.
He didn't
That
play
was
in the
all Nick
playoffs, but
Foles.
it was the only reason they got to the playoffs was because Carson Wentz
Mm.
led them to the brink of the playoffs.
Hold on. Would you admit it seemed like a plug and play thing when Nick Foles was able to go in there and look just as good, if even better, in the playoffs? You know what I mean?
I mean, it was
With that
definitely.
squad.
I mean, they don't
Good
win.
team.
They don't win the Super Bowl without Nick Foles.
You're right.
100%.
But Carson Wentz, though.
But I
Oh
thought
my God,
with Carson Wentz almost making the playoffs the year before,
The Falcons pick is in, by the way. Just to interrupt real quick, but go on.
yeah, I mean, before with him being on the Colts, I just thought he was going to come out and have a redemption year. To be completely honest, this year that he played for us, it was probably the worst year of his career.
Yeah.
And
It was pretty bad.
in all honesty, I hope no NFL team picks him up this offseason. And I kind of hope he just retires off of the year that he had just now. I would like to publicly apologize for my comment last year. It was definitely a bold comment to make.
Uh-huh.
And 100%, I will never rely on a quarterback that gets hurt and comes to Washington. I will never put him on to anywhere. Like Sam Howell, with Sam Howell this year, my bold prediction, he might take us to the playoffs, but
Oh my God! For a second, I thought he was gonna say he might take us to the Super Bowl. I was gonna be like, dude, don't come on, man.
Part two.
Sam Howell might take us to the playoffs, but there's no guarantee. I mean, his first game he
He's
beat
offensive
Dallas.
line. They got to address the
Keyword-
offensive
The
line.
key
Big
word
time.
is might. There's a chance come week one, every quarterback might take you to the
Every quarterback has an even shot in
Yeah.
week one.
Even
Yeah,
shot.
exactly.
And right now, honestly, I might to put it in right now. If Washington were to trade Chase Young away for picks, I
Which
think we
they
could
won't.
pick up a good backup quarterback for Sam Howell because Jacoby Brissett just isn't it. He's old. He's washed.
No. Disagree. Hard disagree. Jacoby Brissett, solid quarterback.
No.
Solid quarterback. You
No
saw
way.
what he did in Cleveland last year.
As far as a backup,
He can win you some games. He can come
but
in
he
and play
didn't take him
backup.
to the
He's
playoffs.
also a great mentor because he's been there, done that. For somebody
He's
as young
old.
as Sam Howell.
He's old.
Okay. So is
I
Tom
mean,
Brady.
Tom
so is
Brady-
Aaron
Well,
Rodgers.
he's-
But the difference
Tom-
is Tom Brady had 6 rings when he went to Tampa.
Okay.
Tom Brady's
Jacoby
the ageless
Brissett has
wonder.
nothing.
Can't compare anyone to Tom
That's
Brady.
not true.
He
Jacoby
has-
Brissett does have a ring.
Jacoby Brissett has a ring
He was on the Patriots.
as a backup. He didn't play.
Okay, so does Jimmy G. Jimmy G has a
You
ring.
think, so this year, when Sam Howell goes on the field and he doesn't perform, at least by week 3, we pull him, put Jacoby Brissett.
Okay,
in.
but that won't be on. Okay, then you put in Jacoby Brissett. He's a solid quarterback. He's not gonna
I think we
win
could've
you a
gotten
Super
better.
Bowl. Okay, but I mean he's a solid backup quarterback.
if we could get a quarterback,
Listen,
like-
your opinion is not
Look,
is,
man.
is not strong considering that you thought Carson
Can I
Wentz
pick
was
this up?
gonna.
Can I pick this
Yeah,
up?
yeah, go ahead.
all right, 'cause I-
Yeah, you can take it out of the thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that might make it easier.
Yeah, because I was like,
Is that thing on, by the way?
I think it
It's
is.
on. Okay, just
Yeah.
making sure.
Test it real quick, Tom.
Hello?
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah,
Okay, you're
yeah.
good. You're good. Yeah,
We should have checked that when he sat down.
yeah. Well, listen, we did it with Felice when he came. You know.
Look, I mean,
We are not audio engineers. It's
are we a
quite-
wild
quite
card
obvious.
team?
No,
Yes.
No.
I think we are.
no.
Look,
Wild
look,
card
look
team.
at the NFC
Wa-
East.
Okay, look at the NFC East. You
The
had the
Eagles-
Eagles who were in the Super Bowl, the Cowboys who came in second, okay, and got to the divisional round, the Giants who beat the Vikings and got to the divisional round as well. In what scenario are the Commanders better than
I'm with-
either of those three teams?
I'm with Carlos here. It's a stacked division. I just
It's
don't
no
see it.
longer the NFC
I-
least, it's the NFC beast.
I think that we can take the Giants' place. We
I
tied 'em.
disagree. I
but
disagree. The Giants
I
have
think we can.
competent coaching.
They
The Giants have-
continuity.
They also Daniel Jones is playing a lot better than he has in recent history.
Falcons pick is in.
We know, yeah. Just tell me when the commissioner's on stage and I'll shut up.
Whoa.
Okay. Saquon Barkley's coming back for another season, and he looked great last season. They're going to improve in the wide receiver department with this draft. I'm positive of it.
Look at the Dallas Cowboys, though.
Okay, look at the Dallas Cowboys.
They
Okay,
lost Ezekiel Elliott. They don't have a running back
okay,
anymore.
No, incorrect. We have Tony Pollard, and we'll probably draft a running back in this.
Tony
in this
Pollard
draft.
got hurt.
Okay,
He's out.
he's not out for
He's
the
not
season.
going to come
He will
back.
be.
He's going to be mid-season.
No, he's coming back week 1. It was just a fractured leg.
But is he going to be 100% after injury?
And he'll be
No.
okay.
He's going to be a
He's
Carson
not going
Wentz.
to take all the snaps. It's fine. We'll have a rookie running back. All right, hold on. We'll continue this in a second.
Hey, that's a nice hat you got on. Where do you get
I got it up front on the counter.
it?
Right here at Anthony's Pizza. Come on down. folks,
Anthony's
please.
Pizza. Best pizzeria around.
And Josh will give you a discount on the merch just because I said so. Let's see.
Oh, they're milking this one.
ESPN's like, we got to fill like 10 more minutes. Do you think we can? Drag this out a little
They do it
bit?
every year.
They always have it.
Every
Oh,
year.
that's cool. Big brothers, big sisters, though. Okay, that's good. Go Birds. No, it's the Eagles. What's the Falcons?
I don't remember.
Thing.
Dirty Birds?
Dirty Birds. Yeah, that's it. Dude, that would be so nerve-wracking being up there announcing it.
I can't hear.
We'll see it when it comes up.
They have
Is it-
taken B. John Robinson to the Falcons.
That's surprising.
wow,
Surprising pick.
I did not see that one coming. That's a solid pick. That's a
That's a
good
good one.
pick. They got Cordell Patterson back there too. Now they got B. John Robinson, an actual running back. Fantastic. Great pick.
Taylor Heineke.
Yeah, well, he'll be handing him the ball. Not giving him the but okay. Now let's go. Okay, so
Let's go
next
back
up,
to the-
Chicago's on the
Wait,
clock,
wait,
by the
wait,
way.
wait. With this pick is a stellar pick for them because of Taylor Heineke. Just saying. I would have made this prediction right now. If Taylor Heineke would have still been with us,
Oh my
we
God.
would have gone to the playoffs. If we didn't start Carson Wentz the week that we played the Browns, Taylor Heineke started. We beat the Browns and we go to the playoffs.
Because I feel like I'm about to walk off set here in a second again.
Look,
This
look,
man is pushing me, man.
Look, if Taylor Heineke would have started against the Browns, we beat the Browns.
Oh, the Bears trade the pick to the Eagles. The Bears trade the pick to the Eagles. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock.
Jalen Carter
got-
wanted the Eagles.
You guys are swap. So you're going
It's all
10.
good.
They're
all good.
9.
It's going from bad to worse.
They're moving up to take Jalen Carter because look, the pick is in. Beat John Robinson off the board, so it looks like it might be Jalen Carter finally getting his pick.
Here we go.
Okay. Now let's talk about this. Okay, so
All right.
let's break down the Cowboys. Okay, you said no running back. Okay, we have Tony Pollard, and we still got a running back coming in the draft.
And didn't they get
Okay.
rid of one of their wide receivers? This
Receivers. Okay,
offseason?
we have CeeDee Lamb. We traded for what's his name from the Texans. His name I'm drawing a blank right now for some reason. Okay, but we traded for that guy, and then we also still have Michael Gallup. Okay. So we're set. Michael Gallup, a year off of the injury, is going to be better than he was last year. Okay. Quarterback Dak Prescott, way
Trash.
better than Sam Howell. Okay.
Trash.
No,
if I believe the last week, Sam Howell beat Dak Prescott.
Okay, but
they were playing
at
all
the end
their
of the day, who
starters.
still made the playoffs? Who
Who
still
lost
made the
first
playoffs?
round?
Who's beaten the Commanders left and right for his whole career? Dak Prescott. Okay, don't come at me with that. Don't listen. I will tear this down left and right. Defense. Okay, let's talk about it. We traded for Stephon Gilmore. Okay. We still have
Trash.
Trayvon Diggs. No, lies. You cannot say trash. They shut down your receivers left and
Gilmore's
right.
trash.
Gilmore is not trash. Former
Diggs is
defensive
good.
player of the
I'll
year.
admit Diggs is good.
No, but Gilmore, you cannot say Gilmore's trash. That guy is a solid player. If you watch the film, he shut down his side of the film on the Colts. It's just the Colts were terrible. Micah Parsons, game wrecker.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate that update for you hockey fans out there. I have not watched much hockey this year, not as much as usual. But yeah, continue. So
tell me, and where do the Commanders where are they better than the Cowboys?
I'll make a solid statement again,
Okay.
like I did last year.
Go for it.
solid's going to be
My prediction for our record this year. Okay. All right, it's going to be solid.
Mhm.
We're gonna easily get 12 wins this year.
Incorrect.
Easily 12 wins.
Nope.
Easily 12.
Ooh.
If Chase Young, if Chase Young starts, easily 12
Do
wins.
you really want to come on this draft show next year, and have to
12
make another
wins.
public apology?
12 wins. And I'll lock that in right now. 12 wins for the Washington Commanders.
I'm
next year.
literally. He's got me on edge here, man.
that's a 7-10 team. It's a
No,
7-10 team.
It's a 12.
That's a 7-10.
team.
Sam Howell is. In what way is he proven?
I mean, he proved it against the last week against Dallas.
Okay, week 19.
I mean, his first NFL pass was a touchdown.
Congratulations. So was like 50 other quarterbacks' first pass.
Tom Brady didn't even have a first pass touchdown.
Okay. That doesn't so basically proving that throwing your first
It's
pass
hard.
being a touchdown
hard.
means nothing.
I don't know.
12 wins.
Incorrect.
That is a bold statement. That's not that's pretty bold. All right. Well, we're gonna write that down now. Next year we're gonna.
You can
revisit
clip this.
again.
Clip this.
Clip this.
Clip
it.
Okay.
We'll do that.
We are an hour and 42 minutes and 34 seconds.
So, Seth, let me ask you: are you
Yeah.
confident in that prediction?
12 wins, 100%.
100%.
I'd put
100%.
100% confident in that prediction.
All right. Let's see how it rolls.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion,
I'm willing to put down a bet here. Hold on. No. I'm putting down a bet here, okay? If the Commanders do not have a better record than the Cowboys at the end of the season, you will have to wear a Cowboys jersey
I'll do it.
on the show.
I'll do it.
Shake
I'll
on
shake
it.
on that.
And if they do have a better record, I will wear a Commanders jersey.
Deal.
now
Let's
That's
go.
a deal.
Okay, let's go. Done.
That seems to be the default bet.
I
Just
mean,
wear the other team's
that might be
jersey.
the
We're gonna do
easiest
it.
bet I've ever made in my life.
You ever get meat in your teeth?
Yeah. I'll make a
Okay.
bold prediction right now.
What's up?
Philadelphia Eagles take Jalen Carter off the board.
we're in front of a
That's
live
good.
audience.
That's a good prediction. I like that one.
Yeah, clap.
Studio audience, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support, guys. Thank you very much
Absolutely.
for coming out.
So the Eagles pick is in. We're still waiting for it. It looks like
Eagles
Commissioner's
pick
coming.
is in, Felice.
Felice, it looks like Commissioner's about to come out. We're about to get Felice's reaction.
Run, Felice, run.
So if you wouldn't mind giving Felice the microphone real quick.
I'm gonna let you know something real quick. The person that's about to get drafted is gonna sack whoever Washington's quarterback is so many times this year.
That's a good
because
bet.
the pick
Please,
Jalen
please.
Carter.
He thinks
Ladies and
that
gen-
the Commanders
hey,
are going to be
hey.
a 12-win team this year.
Let's say the Eagles had a 10-point lead at halftime.
Wait.
Who is it?
I don't know. I can't hear.
There it
Jalen
is.
Carter.
Yep, there it
Jalen
is.
Carter.
Called it.
I told you he looks like an eagle. The name
I made that
sounds like an
prediction.
eagle.
That's a great pick. It's a great pick.
Solid pick.
You know, he's had the best bet so far of anyone who we've interviewed. That and the fact that he's going to sack Washington's quarterback. If it is Sam Howell.
So I might have to wear 2 jerseys next year. I might have to wear an Eagles jersey and sing "Fly Eagles Fly," and I might have to wear a Commanders jersey, and that's it because Commanders don't have anything. Like, well, they have their fight song, but you know, I'm not about to learn that.
As long as you're not to go to
I'm a
FedEx.
fan, and I don't even know that.
Yeah. It's fair.
I don't know. I mean, unless we're going to take this trip to Kansas City that we've been talking to, we might end up going to FedEx again.
We're waiting for the schedule to come out. I know.
Yeah.
Are we in a position to take a short break?
Yeah,
We can take a break
Oh,
anytime.
yeah.
I got it. All right, ladies and gentlemen,
We're going to take a
the Bears pick us in, but we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back.
For sport.
Hey,
sports fans. Thank you for listening to and supporting the Kirby on Sports podcast with founder and host Josh Kirby, along with lead contributor Dan Dembski. Like, subscribe, and give them a 5-star rating wherever you get your podcast from. My name is Dr. Dave Miles, founder of Dr. Dave Leadership Corporation. Our company helps leaders build engaged and productive teams. Exclusively for listeners of the Kirby on Sports podcast, you can take an opportunity to discover your primary communication style and learn more about effective communication with others. Text Kirby to 757-903-0743 for your free copy of the Working From Home Communication Assessment, where you'll learn your primary communication style, how to better communicate with others not like you, and tips on working remotely based on your personal communication style. 10 minutes, tons of resources. Learn about yourself and your team. Again, text Kirby to 757-903-0743 for your free assessment report today. I'm Dr. Dave Miles, founder of Dr. Dave Leadership Corporation, where we help you and your team be more engaged and productive by understanding each other better. Back to you, Josh.
All right, welcome back. The Bears pick is in. We have a very special guest. If you're local to the Winchester area, there's a new pro team in Winchester, and we'll get to that in just a moment. As the Bears select Darnell Wright,
Defensive tackle or offensive tackle?
OT. No, D.
Is that OT or DT? Offensive
I can't
tackle.
read it from there. So
What's going on? Wait, so is something happening? No. Well, I mean, they already got, they obviously traded for the wide receiver out of Carolina. What's his name? His name escapes me.
I forget.
DJ Moore, yeah, DJ Moore, and of course they traded also for the Pittsburgh wide receiver. Jeez, I'm terrible with names today. Chase Claypool. There we go.
Yes.
I knew it was Clay.
Yeah.
Oh, the Titans pick is in. They might take Will Levis here because they're looking for a quarterback.
There we go. So
No, Richardson's gone. He went to Indianapolis.
So anyways, we have my good friend Andrew Oates. We got to know each other over the past couple of weeks. The head coach of the new pro basketball team in Winchester, part of the basketball league, the Valley Vipers. First and foremost, thanks for coming out. How are you?
Thanks for having us, man. We got a couple players here.
Yeah, a couple players, just having some food, great time at the draft. But I mean, first and foremost, obviously we'll get to football in a second, but first year in the league, I've been to almost every game. The team looks hard, competitive, tough. What have you made out of this season so far for the Valley Vipers?
It's a learning experience, but I'm enjoying it. We're all enjoying it. Learning how to play in this pro league, something I've never coached in. So it's been a crazy learning experience for everybody. But we're glad that we've done it, and I think we're turning the tide on kind of the program.
Yeah, I mean, a first-year basketball league as a head coach, it must be kind of, in a way, tough because you're bringing in a bunch of new players who might not be familiar with everybody's playing style. If I'm on the right track here, ask the coach if he remembers playing on the Leopards in Little League.
Leopards? I don't know if I ever played on the Leopards.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to think of what other. I played in Little League. I played in Winchester. I was in Winchester.
The Leopards in Little League. Oh my gosh, we got everybody rolling off.
There you go.
We got
There
a
you
lot
go.
of players coming
in
in.
the whole team and everybody. Get a fist bump.
Wrong line. What's up?
What's up, man?
What up, big man?
What's up?
What up, big man?
How you doing?
They're
What's going
just
on, man?
getting in my camera shit.
What's going
It's all
on?
right. It's cool.
Hello. So,
Thanks for coming out.
More people coming out to the party.
Look at that.
So, anyways, a bunch of new guys getting together, like learning their playing style. That must be very tough and unique to work with. Am I right there? Am I close?
Yeah, it is. But every basketball season that you do, you have new guys. Everywhere that I've coached, you have a new group that comes in. It's high school, it's college, it's AAU, high level, and so this is on par with that. Getting guys together, trying to see what they all work in. Takes about a month to really understand what they do well, and then by that time, the other teams are up and going too. So it's been a learning experience, but it's been fun.
Yeah. So, I mean, just the atmosphere playing at the James R. Wilkins Athletics and Events Center at Shenandoah, a pretty big arena. It feels like pro style in terms of what's going on. Obviously, you have my wonderful voice announcing your wonderful team, but
Please don't inflate his ego any more than it already
Yeah,
is.
don't,
Please don't.
See, this is
No matter what you do.
don't buy into
You see, we like to keep him humble, so we like to tear him down a little bit. Don't inflate it more. It's more work for us.
Yeah, but
keep them even. Kid.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we've been here since 7:30, man. But
We do the marathon.
But I mean,
Yeah.
you got the DJ. It just feels like you're like actually in it, and it's great. What do you make of the atmosphere you've seen so far and the fans that have come out to support the Valley
It's
Vipers?
all the owners' hard work, honestly. Keeping Shenandoah was a big deal. Getting that deal done. They went out and got it. They got it quickly. They're the ones that get the DJ. They're the ones that hit you up for do the announcing. So they've done a good job putting this team together and putting the venue together. And I'm glad you say it feels good. People tell me they have fun at the games. They're like, man, I've been to a couple of away games. I'd rather go to Shenandoah games
Yeah.
and see you guys in Shenandoah. So it's awesome to have Shenandoah in Winchester. You know, the best building in Winchester. We get to play. So that's cool.
Yeah.
It also helps that it's like right there, like very easy to get
Easily
to.
accessible, yeah.
Easily
for everyone.
accessible. So
Yeah.
it's right off of 81 too. So it's that big building. You can't
That's
miss it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yep.
Yeah. So moving to NFL, a Dolphins fan, and unfortunately they don't really have any picks to work with.
Brady
Game
gave you
on.
guys one last FU out the door. Nah, he ain't coming back. It's over. It's done. It's done. Mhm.
Wow.
Football, I'm going to go to 4 Dolphins games next year.
Okay.
Nice.
3 last year.
Oh, wow.
We play in Baltimore, we play in DC, we play against Commanders. And we
That's
play
right.
in Philly. So I get
Are we
to go-
going?
I'm going. I'm going every
You and me are going
Yeah, let's
to
go.
the yeah Commanders. Yeah, Sam Howell's gonna throw.
Listen,
forward.
hopefully
There
the
you go.
box is a better experience than the rest
Oh
of
my
FedEx
gosh.
Field because the rest of FedEx Field is garbage.
A box, but for the most part,
And
what?
I go down to Miami once a year. I try to go to a Dolphins game. Last year the Steelers. This year's going to be the Cowboys. We'll go to Cowboys.
It's fun. That sounds like a fun
You're gonna
time.
have to-
Cowboys fan.
I am
Yeah.
a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
And when the Cowboys go, there's more Cowboys fans.
Because
Yeah, for sure.
Dallas just has a great, gigantic family. Those fans can travel, man. Those fans travel.
Those towels
But also,
travel.
again, it's Miami. Like, of course, you're gonna want to go down there.
Yeah.
You gotta go. The Titans pick is in. It looks like the commissioner is about to come out.
Yeah, but a lot of Valley Vipers players here.
Yeah, it's great that they came out. Yeah.
Hey, Valley Vipers, let me hear you clap for the podcast. Yes, live audience. Woo! Yes, thank you.
There you go.
Who do you want to come up here? Who's first?
Let's see.
All right, the pick is in.
They going Will Levis?
No, Skoronsky, the
That's a good
guard
pick.
from
Who is
Northwestern,
that?
solid
It's a good
pick. I
pick.
guess they're going all in on Malik Willis.
What?
It's a good pick.
Hopefully, he can actually throw the ball this year. They still have Ryan Tannehill as well, so
Yeah.
don't forget about that. And their offensive line is completely depleted.
What are they doing?
No,
I don't know what they're doing.
he's gone.
Yeah, that's it.
He's gone.
That's it. Yeah, and he's gone.
So a lot of their
See, I
Offensive line is gone.
Miss Tina. Coach's mic needs to be turned up. Thank you, Ron.
take it off.
There we go. But
He's a beast, by the
Yeah.
way. Skoronsky's a beast.
so Coach, have
good
you
pick.
ever had Anthony's Pizza? It's pretty darn good.
Yeah, very good friends with the owners.
I'm not getting anything.
The guys who own Claudio's and the guys
Yeah.
who own this one. And my best friend is the manager of the one at Strasburg.
Oh.
If you ever want to go to Strasburg.
Benny Buono. I know him well.
Yeah, man.
I
My
know
best
him
friend,
well.
He got me married.
No kidding.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was
Really?
an ordainer.
There you go. That's
Wow.
awesome. That's awesome. So
Smaller.
Will you get on the live stream? Tell me if his mic is good.
yeah. I
So
don't
the Lions pick is in, by the way.
The mic wasn't even on. Now can you hear me?
was not, that's the second time the mic wasn't even on.
The microphone wasn't even on. That's our bad.
Yeah, I didn't know how to turn it on.
We're not professionals, as you can see.
You gotta ask me all them basketball questions again.
Hopefully, we got some of it.
He's the Valley Vipers head coach,
There you
first
go.
year pro team in Winchester. We actually have the owners here. I don't see
hear me now?
Sanford in the building. I guess he's too scared. to come out.
Oh, why
He's
you
a
gotta call him out
Cowboys
like
fan.
that?
That was
No.
uncalled for.
All right, y'all can eat up, man. That's y'all. Another one's coming.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
Ask
yeah.
That
him.
ain't me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Who did the Lions pick? They traded out.
Yeah, they traded out of their pick with
Has,
who
the
did they
corner
trade with?
from Illinois gone yet?
Yeah, he's
He
gone.
did, yeah.
Dang. I thought they were gonna get him.
They might go with the wide receiver,
mhm.
No way.
considering that
Talking about the cornerback from yeah,
Illinois.
yeah. He went fifth.
but the Lions
Right.
might go
Yeah, he
wide
was- he
receiver
was-
here because of the fact that what's his name, Jameson Williams got suspended.
Mhm.
So they just go Jackson and Nigba right here.
That would be
about it.
that'd be a pretty solid
Can see
pick.
that.
All right, here we go.
They might go corner though.
They gotta go corner.
Yeah.
They don't have a chance.
No,
Oh,
they went Gibbs from
Oh,
Alabama, running
Oh my
back.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Whoa!
my
That's
goodness.
a surprising pick.
Hey, the Packers are up next. The Rogerless Packers.
The
They're
Rogerless
gonna go with
Packers.
Jackson and Nigba.
That would be,
Yeah, that's
you see,
been
that
rough.
it
That's
is
my
all
pick.
falling
Time.
perfectly for them.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious that they finally drafted a wide receiver once Rodgers is gone.
Rodgers is gone.
Right. Yeah, that's the biggest
So,
thing.
Again, our apologies to the coach's mic is off.
Was
If you-
off. Now it's on.
If you missed any of it, this is Andrew Rhodes. He's the head coach of the new pro team in Winchester, the Valley Vipers. Very great atmosphere. There's still some home games left. So
Yeah,
you
I'm
have
definitely
to-
going to have to come out to one of them.
Yeah.
I told you.
And the
I
man.
told
And the
ya.
man. We
I-
got like 3 in a
Listen,
row.
man, I don't live like close,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, I don't.
But I'm going to try to make it to one.
But coach, it's a great atmosphere. Your team is always great, always friendly, and they play really good basketball. So
Mhm, mhm.
it's
We're
just
learning.
yeah. I mean, I appreciate you all coming out and supporting this, and it's just great to have you all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
There we
I'm gonna-
go.
Once they eat, I'm gonna get somebody to come up here.
Yeah.
There you go.
So everyone-
This sounds like a good idea.
All
It's
I'm ready for this
hot.
Packers pick. Man, I wish the Dolphins had a pick. Jeez.
Wow.
There we go.
Yeah, they're the only two.
So the
that-
Seahawks
gave
got
that a D.
Weatherspoon.
Yes.
Dang.
Oh, owner's back.
They got their guy.
They got their guy.
I don't like the pick at all.
I don't either. I'm not a guy. I'm not a pick a running back in the first round kind of guy.
They already got a running back.
They do.
They got 2 of them.
I guess they want to go with the two-headed monster kind of deal.
They got David Montgomery. David
Yeah.
Montgomery's their
Yeah.
guy. They
He's
just
he was
traded for him.
solid too. Are we bringing Felice back on? Not yet. We're still not ready to talk about Jalen Carter. Jeez.
Jackson Nigba right here.
I agree. I think you definitely go wide receiver with this pick.
And then New England can go anywhere.
I don't. New England's going to do the weird thing where they're going to draft somebody that you don't even know
I'm going to wait for the Commanders.
of. There's pick
New
16
England. They could go Jackson Nigba, but
if he's on the board
Packers
still.
going to get him.
But then they could go with I don't know, Zay Flowers, Boston College. Pick is in.
No way.
The pick is in for the Packers.
Patriots would do that, huh? Little slot receiver.
I mean, Zay Flowers is really good. Like,
Yeah, he's good.
he's solid. So as a Dolphins fan, what do you think about Tua
He's my
Tagovailoa?
man.
Do
I
you?
loved him.
How do you feel about the whole, concussions thing that happened last season? Because my thought was maybe, I wouldn't blame him if the guy decided to retire after that. Because I mean, it was based. They say 2. I'm pretty sure it was 3 concussions in the span of like
Yeah, he probably had
2
3.
months.
But if it's offensive lineman, it wouldn't be talked about. Offensive linemen have
true.
3 all the time.
It's
Running
true.
backs, they have all the time.
Mm.
This is the way it looked, He's been to doctors. They need to get his helmet right.
Mhm.
He's just not very nimble.
Mhm.
He didn't play a lot of sports. He only played quarterback his whole life. So he looks like a quarterback out there and not like a shortstop that can get out of stuff. or
Yeah,
a basketball
yeah.
player that
Makes
can get
sense.
out of stuff.
Yeah.
Like Russell Wilson, reason why he does it because he was a 3-sport athlete.
Mm-hmm.
You got to play other sports.
Patrick Mahomes, reason why he could do it.
Yeah.
He was a multiple sport athlete.
Basketball, baseball.
Yeah.
Well, that's what a lot of experts say, that, you know, for athletes to play multiple sports instead of just sticking to just one, because your body learns to move in different ways.
Yeah, it's playing tag. Go play tag a bunch. It looks like dude never played tag in his life. He's just stiff. Looks like Peyton Manning out there when Peyton Manning was 35.
Oh my God! Running that bootleg on the Dallas Cowboys.
Drew Brees way out athleticism him right now.
Oh yeah.
And Tua's been fast. He was an athlete coming out of high school. He wasn't labeled a quarterback. He was the number 1 athlete when they used to do that stuff.
Right.
But now he just looks like a quarterback.
Yeah,
but
statuesque.
Playing the quarterback position, there's nobody better. That dude, I played quarterback in high school, played it in college, and the way that he reads, the way that his twitch is. I mean, he was leading the league in passer rating. He was leading the league in QBR. He's leading the league in everything last year, and then he just got hurt.
He's a great quarterback.
Oh my God!
I mean, when you got
So
weapons like
good.
Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, like you better be
I know, but
good.
his first 2 years, he did not.
He didn't have
that.
anybody.
And
Yeah,
he
but what I'm
still
saying
was
is like
doing the same stuff.
for him to be leading last season in those, in those metrics, it's you gotta say it's because he had great wide receivers, which is a good thing.
A little bit of both, though.
Yeah,
he's got to be able to get them the ball.
Guard there, and he's leading the league in like average pass yards per attempt.
Yeah,
all of it went to him. That's what I saw in college. That's exactly what I saw in college. That's why I wanted him. I wanted him over everybody when we did draft him. So
even over Justin Herbert.
Even over Justin Herbert. I don't know about now, but then I was, and everybody was.
Okay, no trade. My bad. I thought it was another trade. They keep getting me with this. Obviously, they're showing the trade. They're obviously showing the trade between the Packers and the Jets, where Aaron Rodgers
finally goes
to the Jets.
Yeah, so now we got to play Aaron Rodgers twice a year.
Oh yeah.
So that's fun.
You'll be fine.
I think you'll be. I think you guys will be okay.
I
I think you guys will be fine. I think the Dolphins. I mean,
we only worry about the Bills, baby. We only worry about the Bills.
Listen, and you guys almost beat the Bills with your third string. You know,
I had to look up who your quarterback was. I didn't know who he was.
Skylar Thompson. Like, who's Skylar Thompson? The week before looked atrocious, and then of course against the Bills, he actually played fantastic.
He played pretty well.
Yeah.
All right,
We
the
saw him
pick
against
is
NW.
in. Commissioners up.
All right, who the Packers going to take?
Enigma or. Oh my
Lucas
God!
Van Ness? What?
Who the heck is Lucas Van Ness?
He's
defensive end, Iowa.
The guy from Iowa, yeah. I mean,
Somewhere in the middle of the country in Indianapolis, Ty Schmidt on the Pat McAfee show is losing his mind.
That is just nuts.
You would think go wide receiver. I mean, who they just have Watson for Jordan? Like, get Jordan. They're not learning. They haven't learned their lesson.
No, this is what they do, though.
Yeah.
And they get guys who can play in Green Bay. You don't want to live in Wisconsin.
No.
Green Bay, Wisconsin, of all places.
Right.
It's literally the size of this town.
Yeah.
Hey, Washington's in 2 picks. We'll make that.
You can't get a Jackson there because he probably won't want to play there.
No,
honestly,
there's no chance.
Well, he doesn't have an option, you know.
I mean,
but you could get him
after 4 years. You're like, I ain't.
Well, it's 4 years, 5th year option. The
team does. Yeah,
the team decides that. So you can at least get him for 5 years, and Jordan Love is still on his rookie deal.
I think you want a guy who can be there for 10 years though, and it looks like this Iowa guy looks like he's gonna be right with all the.
I have no doubt. Look at him sacking Will Levis. Look at him sacking Will Levis. But yeah, I mean, look, I have no doubt he'll probably be a solid player, but
it's definitely Miller-like guy.
Isn't it crazy though how much like character and how much like what they want as a person matters. They're just not gonna go get a guy from.
Well, it's kind of again, it's like the Patriots, the Patriot way, all that stuff. Like you also want the right guy in your locker room.
True.
Because you don't want to disrupt the locker room, especially if you have a good team camaraderie in it.
Of the Patriot way.
Yeah, the Patriots are on the clock. They might take
from Iowa. They draft.
They're probably disappointed.
Trade alert. Trade. The Patriots are trading the pick to the Steelers.
The Steelers are on the clock. The Steelers. Are you kidding?
Rip headphones.
Are you kidding?
Apologize to those of you that are listening on headphones.
Huge. That's huge.
Earbuds even worse.
That's huge.
The
They're
Steelers.
giddy right now, announcing the trade too. They're like,
Ed
this is what's
Werder
gonna
can't
happen.
believe it.
I wonder what they gave up.
Who's all available? So Bijan did go to the Falcons, huh?
I'm looking
Sheesh.
now. I'm
So
gonna go
Will
to-
Levis is still on the board. Obviously, Jackson Smith and Jigba is still on the
Any
board.
corners?
There's
what
the
about corner?
there's the
there's
guy
another
from
corner.
Oregon.
Yeah.
What's his name? Gonzalez, I think.
Yes,
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Yeah, Gonzalez is still available.
He's
But
supposed to be a top 10 pick, so that's what they're going to get right here.
Yeah, that's
maybe I don't
that's a
know.
good-
I don't
that's a
know
good- that's a good
who's.
Pittsburgh
That's the only
Steelers
person
pick.
you're going to go
I don't know who
That's a good-
Pittsburgh's
that's a
trading
good
up
Pittsburgh
for. I mean,
pick.
they don't need a running back. I'm pretty sure they're giving Kenny Pickett another year.
Corner is as a desperate need for them. I think.
Oh, it's going to be a corner. It's
This is
just
where they
is
put it. It might
Joey
be
Porter's
Gonzalez.
son? Joey Porter's about to be mad right
I can see
here.
that.
Oh,
can see that.
oh, that is a good one.
That's a
They're
good.
gonna go
That's a solid
Gonzalez.
pick. Their draft room looks like the
They are
Colts. There's like 1 million people in there.
Oh, they are stressed in there too.
Yeah,
the
look at that.
Suits. If y'all had a draft night, would y'all be in a suit or would y'all be chilling?
Suit.
I don't
Suit.
know. I don't
Suit
know.
all day.
It depends.
Setting
It depends on what my role is.
Suit.
I'd probably be sweating through it though,
Oh my.
ruining it.
Oh,
Tackle.
an
Roderick
offensive
Jones.
tackle.
See,
Do they
the
need?
best part about the drafts, and
The
I'll say
pick is
this
in.
again,
They do need a tackle. Yeah.
The trades are what make this so fun.
It's just the chaos of the
Yeah,
draft. It's just the
absolutely.
chaos.
Absolutely.
I hate the Steelers though. Ugh.
Well, you're a Ravens fan, so you know
expect nothing
you're
less.
supposed to hate them.
Yeah,
Lamar, Andrew, what do you think about Lamar?
That's a lot of money.
it is.
Hey, he's from Broward County too. There ain't no money in Broward County. He just became the richest dude in Broward County by a mile.
Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah.
He's from Miami. He's gonna build it out though. That's why we do it.
Mm-hmm.
So the Patriots got the 2023 17th overall and 2023 fourth round pick.
So they picked up a 4th round to go up 3 spots.
Yeah,
they
that's
add 3
that's
spots.
that's an odd
I mean,
trade.
that's not. It's not. That's what the Patriots
a
do. They
tackle.
love drafting down
Oh yeah, that's
and
their money.
and collecting more picks
Oh,
later
yeah, the
on.
Patriots. Yeah, the Patriots.
Yeah,
always
the
do that.
Patriots always do this.
Yeah.
They love collecting later picks.
Yep. They stockpile them.
So they're gonna trade for a tackle, huh? They're gonna get a tackle right here.
Oh,
Either tackle or
I'm
corner.
holding out for the Commanders pick here. I'm hoping this comes quickly.
Hey, Will Levis is falling.
Why? It's not even 10 o'clock yet.
yeah. Well,
We're doing
who's
fine
next
on time.
after Pittsburgh? It's the Jets. They're not looking at. They're not looking at a quarterback. Neither is the New England. They're not looking for a quarterback yet. Depends on how Mac Jones does this season.
By the way, the Jets are on the clock, so
Yeah.
since the
It'll be interesting what the
Steelers
Jets
pick is
do. They take in Jigba, considering that they traded one of the young guys away
gotta get some.
Nah, you don't
before.
want another rookie with Aaron Rodgers though.
yeah, the frustration with him would be
Yeah, the frustration.
You gotta
Let's
get guys
let's
they
see
know.
who.
All right, here we go.
Lord,
he's got to get
You
into
got
Packers.
Cobb.
Yeah,
Christian Gonzalez.
it's a good,
Nope.
Roderick
Roderick
Jones.
Roderick
Jones.
Jones.
Roderick Jones.
that's a good pick. That's a good
It's not.
pick.
It's not a bad pick.
It's a good
It's not
pick
a
for
bad
them.
pick.
My guy Trey likes that. I think.
Yeah, I think he's clapping. So,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think he's cla-
yeah.
I
He
think
definitely
he
he,
likes
did,
that.
he definitely approves. That's a good. That's a
I
good pick.
think he likes that.
That's a good Pittsburgh.
Ooh, they're
pick.
drinking
Yeah.
eight shots.
I'm starting to get scared because the Commanders are coming up.
Yeah, after the Commanders,
Hey, the Commanders might taking Jigba. They'll have. Sam Howell will have a plethora of weapons. Or what if the Commanders surprise us and they take Will Levis?
Offensive tackle.
Could you imagine, Kirby,
What?
if the Commanders take Will Levis?
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be good television.
That would be fantastic. Like put some have a nice little competition
I don't
between
know
Sam
if he can
Howell.
do DC, though. Will Levis. I don't know if he can do
He's used to Kentucky.
DC. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, anything's better than Kentucky, though.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I don't know.
I'm not going to comment on that, but I agree.
Easy now.
Yeah.
Quickness. So offensive
They're going
tackle.
The blind side of Kenny Pickett. I
Hey,
can't think of a lineman for the Steelers, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, Landon Dickerson.
The Pouncey's. Oh, yeah. No, they got.
No, I'm sorry. He's on the Eagles. My bad.
Yeah.
I always thought of him as a Steeler though. Like he looked like he would be a Steeler.
It's been a shuffle for them for several years now.
Yeah.
There's been no consistency
they've
for
been
them.
awful.
And that was a big. I mean, for years
They
that
can't
that
run
was
the ball.
that was the big thing for them was having that.
I think he's
having that
rocking his
continuity,
championship
you know?
rings, his Georgia championship rings.
That's right.
I think he's got those on his fingers.
Feed him good.
That's always.
Keep it on.
They're doing some good business tonight. That's good.
Yeah. Well, the Vipers.
Bring 'em out.
The Vipers have been good to me, and I wanted to offer this.
All right, Jets.
The Jets with Aaron Rodgers.
I just don't see why people think that they're. I've heard people say they're a Super Bowl contender with him. That's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
They're playing a tough division, man.
Yeah, that's the start of it. Yeah.
Hey, we gotta
and
go.
and the AFC in general is extremely
We gotta
tough.
go to a quick commercial break though, and we'll get right back to the Jets pick.
You got ads?
Yeah, I got ads.
Nice.
We got sponsors.
There you go.
Hey, Kirby on Sports Podcast listeners, Mark Francis with Icon Real Estate here. You know, it may seem scary or daunting at first to think about buying or selling a home. Well, look no further. Give me a call, 540-247-1527. There's nothing more than I love to do than help my friends make those transactions fun, interesting, and at the end of the day, productive. Look me up online, iconsells.com, and even better, find me on my podcast, Iconic Talk. With my co-host Megan Eanes on any podcast platform, we will share all the local news about real estate markets and our local community. It's educational. Look us up. We'd love to help you. iconsells.com, 540-247-1527. Josh, back to you.
Bed bugs. The only thing creepier than thinking about them is actually having them. Trust me, you don't want to have them. Locally owned and operated Barrett Pest and Termite Services can keep you from having bed bug nightmares and infestations. Call 540-340-3922 to schedule your free inspection and consultation. If bed bugs are already in your home, we'll get rid of them so you can rest easy. We also specialize in keeping homes and businesses free of other pests, including rodents and termites. That's Barrett Pest and Termite Services, 540-340-3922.
Hey, it's Josh here for my friends over at Shenandoah Music, here to remind you that Shenandoah Music is your local music superstore. They carry guitars, drums, basses, keyboards, wind instruments, PA gear, recording equipment, and more. Not only do they have the best selection, but they will have the best prices, and better still, the knowledge to make sure you're getting the gear you need. And with the Shenandoah Music credit card, you buy now and pay it off over the next year. So when you think music, think Shenandoah Music in Winchester across from B-Dubs. Okay, we're back. Thank you for your patience, and thanks once again to Coach Andrew Rhodes for joining us. The NFL draft, it's the Jets. They are on the clock. And
Damn. We held your guy up.
The Jets are sure taking their time with this pick. Who do you think
I don't know.
they got? I mean, they definitely need a line, right? You got to protect your elderly quarterback.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
as I chew into the mic, which is illegal.
Let's see, 145. And we'll close out after the Commanders. It seems to be a trend. Closing out after the Commanders.
I feel like we did that last year.
Yeah, they're just in the,
Well,
mid-range.
it wasn't like that perfect range first end.
Yeah, never get to see my team pick, but
Yeah,
You never get to see my team pick
the
either.
Ravens
I know.
are.
because our teams are consistently good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We do have to bring police on one more time before we get off the air, though.
Yeah.
So.
This is a really good turnout here.
Oh, very
tonight.
great turnout.
I'd like to thank everybody who came out, support the podcast. We were obviously in front of a little bit of a live audience. Here.
Yeah, a little bit. I greatly appreciate all the support. Barry Lee, Mayor Harbaugh, our parents.
Yeah.
The Valley Vipers. A lot of people. A lot of people came out.
The pick
support.
is in, by the way. It looks
pick
like
is
it's
in.
not in officially, but they're all shaking hands. So
the
pick is in.
Let's see. There you go.
There you go. This thing's so kind of annoying.
There you go.
I mean, this one's short. I already complained about it.
You just might as well just take it off the stand.
The pick is in. Let's see who it is.
Excuse me. Well, the commissioner's not coming out yet, but who do you guys think? Well, what does it say? By the way, the Commanders are now officially on the clock. By the way,
It says they needed. I remember it was offensive tackle, interior offensive line, and then I think tight end maybe was the third one.
I don't know where the Jets go here.
They could go. I think they could go any direction, kind of.
Marlon, take care, bud. hey, come around. Hop on the mic real quick. Turn the mic on for him.
It's on.
Hop on the mic, Mr. Parker.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Well, we got Mr. Marlon Parker, one of the players for the Valley Vipers.
How's it going? Man?
How's your season going so far?
It's going. It could be better. Well, it's going to get better because we're going to turn it around this weekend.
There you go.
It's always right attitude
We play
to have.
together, work hard, play defense. We're gonna be good.
So, for a first year team in the TBL, what do you think of the whole experience so far?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like I played in a lot of pro leagues, ABA, TTBL, CBA, but nothing compared to the TBL really. Every team we play, even if they have a good record or not, it's competition. It's great games. Everybody has great players, and every team we play so far plays together. That's rare. Usually play against guys they want to ISO.
Yep.
And it's sloppy. No, it's real basketball.
Yep.
I really like it.
Absolutely. Big football fan.
Somewhat. Yeah.
Who's your team?
Las Vegas Raiders.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so what do you think about Jimmy G replacing Derek Carr? And we might have to hold that thought because the commissioner's up at
The commissioner's on with a kid. Not sure who that is.
He might be ready to call the draft pick.
He's gonna call. Yeah, he's gonna call the pick.
Once in a lifetime experience, right there. I can see without my glasses.
I really want to see this Commanders pick too.
Well, they're picking next. You'll be good.
How about we get through the Jets pick first before we talk about the Commanders?
We spent a lot of time in this show talking about the Commanders.
We did
A
because
lot
you know
more
we
than I
had
expected.
we had you know.
Yeah, they usually do. Poor kid had to grow up a Jets fan. That's a shame.
He pumped.
He's like a mini Pat McAfee.
Listen, you're not going to top what McAfee did at the draft that one year.
No, we didn't punt much.
An orangutan. All right.
This guy's hype.
All
Will
that for a
McDonald.
linebacker, Will McDonald the
What?
fourth out of Iowa State.
Oh.
You're gonna have to hit him on the line.
But Marlon, appreciate you coming out. I hope you enjoyed the
Well,
pizza.
he still has to finish his thoughts on Jimmy G replacing Derek Carr.
I wish he had Derek Carr. But they said Jimmy G. They say I haven't seen him play personally, but they say he's a good replacement. So you just gonna have to see.
Hey, he's a solid quarterback. I mean,
and it makes it easier when you got
the Commanders and we close out
and the team that you can build and put a quarterback in place because usually they build a team around the quarterback.
Mhm.
Right now he got to step in, but hopefully he was watching what Derek Carr was doing before Derek Carr left.
well, listen, the Raiders have a lot of talent on that team as it is, so it's not like he's stepping into a situation where there's nobody there. I mean, you guys got Devontae Adams, so I think you guys will be fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, indeed.
I'm patiently waiting.
Host.
I'm patiently waiting. 4:56 until we figure out.
He's letting it slip away.
No,
He's
I'm
let
not.
it slip
I just,
away.
Sitting
I
there
just
in
wanna
dead space.
I'm just
Okay,
hoping we make a right pick, a good pick.
Well, the pick is in.
The pick is in. Ron Rivera.
By the way,
what are we gonna do?
Dan Snyder still owns the team technically.
That's true. I wonder if the
As of
new
right now.
ownership has a seat at the table at all.
You would think, but I don't know how it works.
We can stay on for a little bit longer.
Okay.
That's what I'll say, right? That would be hilarious.
That'd be so great.
Relax. Don't act like you don't hear me. It's okay. It needs to cool off anyway. The cheese is dragging.
Oh, we're still
Chris
Shane.
wondering that
Thank you,
ourselves, to
Marlon.
be honest.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
We're not at home this weekend.
Nah, we'll come out for a game soon.
Chris Chaney. Mr. 53. We'll get to Chris Chaney. Oh
They're
my
showing
God.
Will.
No.
They're showing
No.
him.
We don't need a quarterback.
This is Dan Snyder's last.
They're showing it Hendon
last
Hooker
draft.
too.
If we get a quarterback, what are you doing, Seth?
Well, listen, Seth is of the impression that the Commanders are a 12-win team this season, so he doesn't want to lose this bet.
No.
I don't know. Mr. Chris Chaney, Mr. 53, plays for
doing?
the
How
Valley
you doing?
Vipers. It's good to see you, my friend. How's your season going so far?
For a first year team, it's not that bad in my eyes. It could be a lot worse. We couldn't have no wins. We could have 1 win, 2 wins, but we got 4 right now. We can possibly get more.
Yeah.
Just got to play.
Yeah, you're doing a pretty good job. You're great from in the paint. You're great from 3-point. Just the work you put in, it seems like it's paying off big time on the basketball court.
For sure. When I was in college, Coach Oates can tell you I was not a shooter at all. I was just strictly a slasher. So, like, get me the ball top of the key, let me go to work in the paint.
Mhm.
But now expanding my game, I can shoot a little bit now. The number's not there where I want it to be at, but it's going to get they're growing right now. They're getting higher. So keep going upward position. We'll be all right.
Well, that's what's important is just putting in the work, getting better every day. You know,
And confidence, too.
especially when you, like you said, it wasn't part of your game before. You were a slasher, so like now that you're incorporating it, I mean, it's not going to obviously come immediately, but it'll eventually get to where you want it to be as long as you just keep going at it.
For sure.
Do you feel like for a first year team the chemistry was there pretty quickly, or did it take some time to get that part of it going?
I'll say quickly.
Yeah.
In my eyes, because even in training camp, before we even had the final roster and the team was made, certain team like the purple team that I was on, we look like we've been playing together for years.
No kidding.
We look great.
That's awesome.
So I had no complaints.
There you go.
All right, boy. You safe.
Yeah.
You guys have-
Yeah, that he sort of said goodbye to me, but yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
The chemistry and stuff.
It's huge, especially
Yeah.
for a first year team. Yeah.
Sure.
So, I mean, obviously a big stretch of road games before your next set of home games, but you went to SU, played at SU. What's it like sort of
Coming
playing
back,
at SU again?
Being
coming back and
Sure.
playing,
That's
on a
why-
pro team
That's
instead.
why I came back, because I wasn't in Raleigh last year, playing with another TBL team called the Raleigh Firebirds. But when I saw this team was made, my mom actually reached out to me and was like, "They're making a team in Winchester. You should probably look into it to see if you want to go back." So I was like, should I go back to Raleigh or should I come to Winchester?
Mhm.
I was about to shut the door. I'm back in my home home court. I played in college for 5 years, 5th-year senior. I tore my ACL my sophomore year. So I was like, I got to go back.
There you go.
Here also.
Yeah.
Same coach, everything.
There you go.
I would not go.
That's awesome.
Well, Cheney, your pizza's here. I appreciate your support. It's
Appreciate
a pleasure.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
I think Dante Ford wants to come next.
Dante Ford.
Dante,
Okay.
you up, bro? Let's get right. He got the little shop. He all right.
It's all right. We'll get him. We'll get him loosened up.
Gentleman,
How
Dante
you doing,
Ford
man?
of the Vipers. Dante.
How you doing?
How are
How's
you?
it going, man?
All good.
Yeah, pretty good from mid-range shooting. Some
Oh.
3 points here and there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How's the season going so far?
It's going good. It could be better. Should be better, but we're a first-year team. That's not a good excuse, but I mean we'll get it together.
And the pick is in.
It looks
for
like the commissioner's about to come out.
Let's see.
Can't wait till this is
Will
over with.
Levis.
Hendon Hooker. That would be interesting.
James Amp.
Defensive back.
Emmanuel
Emmanuel
Forbes.
Forbes.
Okay.
That's a good pick.
Okay.
That's a good pick.
Okay. A cornerback, not a quarterback.
It's a good.
How
that's
do
a
we
good-
feel?
That's gonna get a quarterback.
That's
How
a
do we
good-
feel?
That's a good pick. I like that one.
I would assume offensive tackle would be better, but I mean defense.
Well, you got it's a pretty deep draft for offensive linemen. I think they're going to be fine
Well, did y'all hear the news? Y'all know Kansas City going back to the Super Bowl, right?
Damn right. This guy gets it.
He wears his Chiefs
Come
stuff
on.
all the
This
time.
this guy gets it.
Hey, okay, here we go. Are you ready? On three.
And the home of the Chiefs.
That's our thing.
Damn right they do. By the way, the Patriots pick is in.
I like that move. Offensive tackle, I think they'll get some of that.
Yeah, they'll be
Late
fine.
round quarterback. Late round.
Picked who did he pick? Who did he pick? Will Levis.
Will Levis.
I'm
How
a
about
big
that?
Will Levis hater.
Yeah. So, not bad. Well, I think, yeah, I mean,
Patriots pick is in.
see. We'll have to see. But I think it's about time we wrap this up. Yeah, I guess.
What's the word? Are
He's
we
on
done?
Delivery, I think.
All right, he'll be back soon.
We can't stall for a few more minutes. I think we could probably stall for
We
a few
can
more
wait for a
minutes,
little
right?
Oh, let's see. Let's see what that. Oh, there's Ron in his nice burgundy sweater. Eric Bieniemy's up
Do
there.
you see Dan
somewhere.
Snyder in there?
Do we see Dan Snyder? Dan, are you there?
He's probably not allowed within 300 feet of the building.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah,
don't eat all
exactly
the-
right.
Don't eat all the pizza, Chris.
So, anyways, back to the TBL first-year team. Obviously, sort of along the same lines I've asked everybody else. Just the chemistry, playing together.
Yeah.
That
Well, we're gonna have to wait again because Roger Goodell's back up on the podium.
That's part of the problem with doing this type of thing.
Christian Gonzalez is a Patriot.
That's a great
pick.
That's a great
pick.
Total Patriots
because
move.
you're a Dolphins
Total
fan.
Patriots move.
Hey, guess who's still on the board? In Jigba.
I know, that's crazy.
Is he about to fall to the Cowboys?
Who's that?
Njigba to the Cowboys. That's a real possibility.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So, chemistry, basketball-wise, how was it for you meeting sort of new players, everything, and getting into that groove?
Also, had you
That's
been playing pro basketball like prior to this too?
So I've been on a lot of first-year teams. My first-year team was the Carolina Coyotes in South Carolina. So in that year, we actually was the fourth. We ended up being the fourth seed
Not really.
and going
Wow.
into the playoffs. So we made the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Building chemistry it takes a couple games in.
Yeah.
A couple practices, but it's all about trust. Once you
Mhm.
trust one another, you build
Mhm.
chemistry faster
Yeah.
than other teams.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well,
You think doing like going out together, like stuff like this, like builds?
Oh, definitely. It
builds
definitely
it
builds
as well.
chemistry, yeah.
Yeah.
Builds a bond,
Yeah.
trust.
yeah, bond with your
Yeah.
good boy Kirby.
Yeah.
My boy.
Like I've been telling everybody, don't inflate this man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we appreciate you coming out for sure.
Thank
and-
God. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I love
And
it.
best of luck to you. I know a big stretch of road games, but coming up but back home to close
Yeah.
it out, and
Yeah.
hopefully
Yeah.
you all can finish strong.
The streak continues tomorrow. We're gonna start it off.
Absolutely.
go.
Best
Definitely.
of luck.
That's awesome, man.
Thank y'all. I appreciate it.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for coming out.
Yeah, have a good one.
Hey, you too, man.
Let me slide out.
Sure.
just a minute.
James Ant.
James Ann, if you want an interview.
What's going on? What's going on?
Welcome in, man. How you doing? Let's get you a mic there.
Good.
So tell us how it's been playing for a first year team. Has it been has it been a tough road so far? What are your thoughts overall?
It's real good,
Yep.
honestly. You know, first year pro team.
Mhm.
My first year pro. You know,
Is it? Okay.
It's a learning experience.
Yeah.
And season going all right. You know,
It's good.
So tell us, like, how was what did you do prior to joining this team? Were you also playing pro basketball before this? Like, what was your road to getting to this team?
oh no, I played at a Division I junior college
Okay.
out in Clarendon, Texas.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
Would
quite,
that
that's
be?
quite a
Yeah, I was like, that's a
way away
long
from
ways away from
Yeah.
here.
Man, that's crazy. So what was it like going from there? To Winchester, Virginia? That's,
Yeah, to the middle of nowhere.
yeah, pretty much.
All honesty, Clarendon was just like
Was
Just like this?
Winchester,
Was it really?
Yeah.
in the middle of nowhere. It wasn't like in a popular town such as Dallas, Houston,
Right.
Mm.
and stuff like that. So it was like a small town. So you know, it's real familiar.
There you go. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. How would you say the chemistry has been this season with the team? I mean, it's cool that you all are out like doing stuff like this and hanging out and things like that. That probably helps with the chemistry of the team and stuff like that.
It's just real good, honestly.
Yeah.
Like off the court, we work together good. On the court, we work together good. But sometimes we find each other like going back and forth. But it's just the passion of the game. That's all
Yeah.
it is.
As a team, you guys should be able to do that and still be able to just be cool afterwards.
Definitely.
Hold each other accountable.
Absolutely.
So
So are you an NFL fan or?
Yeah, I like the Indianapolis Colts.
Okay.
so how do you feel about Anthony Richardson as your new quarterback?
Excited.
Yeah.
What we needed. Exactly needed.
I don't know if he's going to be day one ready. I mean, you guys have Gardner Minshew. I think he'll be a good, solid quarterback to hold out for a while. But for sure, Anthony Richardson's upside is it's high.
Oh, he definitely got a bright future ahead of him.
For sure.
He's an exciting player.
Fresh,
He's gonna
young, ready to go.
He's gonna sell a lot of tickets too. People are gonna come out to want to see him for sure.
Tampa Bay is on the clock.
Yep.
Yep.
The Lions pick is in, but you got anything?
Ant, it's good to see you, bud. I appreciate your support.
You already
Yeah,
know,
man.
boss, man.
Always a pleasure. Always a
Hey,
pleasure.
thanks for coming on,
Yeah.
man. Appreciate it.
you.
Yeah.
Fly Lambert.
Fly Lambert with dude is 166 pounds. CD will eat him alive. Yeah.
Hey, wait, didn't the Cowboys lose to a third string quarterback, if I remember correctly?
Okay, but
Please
Why
recall this, man.
is it always the proudest
but
moment of your team?
but again,
Regular season games that nobody cares about.
Who beat you guys earlier in the season? We did. We blew you out. What about the year prior? No, but it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter. And I'm going to defend my team.
Yeah, as you should.
We gotta wrap things up here, ladies and gentlemen.
Shoot, what?
As the owner is on a delivery, unfortunately, but 2 hours, 39 minutes live, and this was a lot of fun, gentlemen. First and foremost, I appreciate you coming out. As always, any last words?
The champ is here.
I was gonna say.
The undisputed Pick'em's challenge champion. I will wear that proudly for the rest of the year until we do it next year. And where Dan is probably going to take my title, but because he's my only
It
competition.
seems to flip flop. Yeah.
And Dan, as always, I appreciate you. And first
Thanks,
year
man.
out here, I hope you had some fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about time we got you out here.
And I will be here next year.
Will you?
Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my darndest.
It was a mess. I had to get up, come back, and meet some people, introduce myself.
But listen, this is the most active one where we had a lot of support.
A lot of people.
First year, it was
just
during,
continues to grow.
First year was during COVID. We didn't, we couldn't really have a lot of people in here.
Hey, stay here. We're about to wrap things up. Just real quick. Yeah.
Then second year, or last year, it was, people were still a little hesitant coming out, but we still had a good time.
I just can't thank our sponsors enough. Anthony's Pizza. It's been a real blast. And
Yeah.
I can't wait
Great.
to do something again really soon.
Yeah, great folks here, great staff. Everybody took good care of us while we were here, and it was fun. It was a good time.
I don't know.
Yeah. So our time is up. Enjoy the rest of the draft on your own time. And you have been listening to the Kirby on Sports live draft show from Anthony's Pizza. Until the next time you hear us or see us, always remember to create greatness. We say so long and peace out.